Fashion over style and girls over Glock. I know it's been a while, but let's ease it rock. No, it will never stop, cause we all came to have a good time. Let's ease it rock. Fashion over style and girls over Glock. I know it's been a while, but let's ease it rock. No, it will never stop, cause we all came to have a good time. Yo, it's whatever, anything or anything. Mixing Henny with ting, we be sipping Henny ting. Got a slim something shorty showing off her belly skin. Wine like she's down for anything. In my khaki suit, Clark's boots, got my fitted cap low. God bless the sharp youth, looking for something to slap before them start. If she drinking, I'm feeding her talk soup. But let easy rock. Fashion over style and girls over Glock. I know it's been a while, but let's ease it rock. No, it will never stop, cause we all came to have a good time. Easy rock. Fashion over style and girls over Glock. I know it's been a while, but let's ease it rock. No, it will never stop, cause we all came to have a good time. She got a wine like a sinner, but it's also godly. Blessed with a waistline that moves oh so bodily. Oh, so I'm probably not willing to wait. It's a crime scene, real out the caution tape. Cause my slow wine's a felony. We ride the melody, I'm sick with it, but her backside's the remedy. We grind like enemies, side to side as she slide on it steadily. This is what she telling me. Fashion over style and girls over Glocks. I know it's been a while, but let's ease it rock. No, it will never stop, cause we all came to have a good time. Easy rock. Fashion over style and girls over Glock. I know it's been a while, but let's ease it rock. No, it will never stop, cause we all came to have a good time. To all my ladies rocking denim, silk, satin or linen, we came to have a good time. Got a couple drinks in them, just rock to the rhythm, cause we came to have a good time. I need everybody right now to just easy rock. It's whatever, you feel me? It's easy, you feel me? It's gonna go up and get hyped. Stop playing. Whatever.
She love the in and out, oh, in and out. And she love the in and out. I'm balling, I'm balling, I'm balling, I'm balling, I'm balling, I'm balling. No stressing, no stressing, no stressing, no stressing, no stressing, Savale. Twist and me turn and me twist and me turn and me put me all in. Me boss 3 times in the morning.
Bahala Panties, a magnetizing manly musk, hinted with a splash of lightly sweet floral scents that are native to North America. Perfectly engineered to turn heads and tickle her olfactory nerves. No poles are needed when fishing at the pub, but don't forget the bait. Bahala Panties. A 30-milliliter bottle gives you about 600 modest sprays of this new technology to convenience the alpha man in you. Bahala Panties. Get your bottle today. Bahala Panties.
She love the in and out, oh, in and out. And she love the in and out. I'm balling, I'm balling, I'm balling, I'm balling, I'm balling, I'm balling. No stressing, no stressing, no stressing, no stressing, no stressing, Savale. Twist and me turn and me twist and me turn and me put me all in. Me boss 3 times in the morning. In and out, hey, she love the in and out, oh. In and out, hey, she love the in and out. In and out, hey, she love the in and out, oh. In and out, hey, she love the in and out. One few step, baby catch you one few step. Baby catch you one few step. Well, clocks we know in a whole crep. How I do them, clean and we need, take it to them. Tell them sweet and them round like pudding. Dep on the gal, them case like mullen, hold them. In and out, hey, she love the in and out, oh. In and out, hey, she love the in and out. In and out, hey, she love the in and out, oh. In and out, hey, she love the in and out. I'm balling, I'm balling, I'm balling, I'm balling, I'm balling, I'm balling. No stressing, no stressing, no stressing, no stressing, no stressing, Savale. Twist and me turn and me twist and me turn and me put me all in. Me boss 3 times in the morning. In and out, hey, she love the in and out, oh. In and out, hey, she love the in and out. In and out, hey, she love the in and out, oh. In and out, hey, she love the in and out. In and out, hey, she love the in and out, oh. In and out, hey, she love the in and out. In and out, hey, she love the in and out, oh. In and out, hey, she love the in and out.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. This is New Kingston with our Jamaica right now. This one is called Protect Me. Let me know. Hey,
Jah, protect me from the evil in the streets. Jah, Jah, protect me from the robbers and thieves. Oh Jah, I'm begging for some strength when I get weak. Must beware of the mark of the beast.
Show I the way. Guide me through these evil roadblocks.
Watch them.
I and I keep the faith. Them can't do my naughty dreadlocks. Say a little prayer for a sunny day. Can't take the sky when it's so gray. Jah, give me strength so I never go astray. Listen what New Kingston have to say. Whoa,
Jah, protect me from the evil in the streets. Protect me, Jah, Jah, protect me from the robbers and thieves. Jah, I'm begging for some strength when I get weak. Must beware of the mark of the beast. Oh, Jah, give me the strength so that I never go astray. As I trod over these hills of our mountains and valleys, please guide me on my way. This is what I pray. At times in life we struggle, but I'm trying to keep the faith. So much going on in this world that is wrong. We're searching for the answers to the questions in this song. Do you have some time for me? Please hear me when I plead and take away this negativity. Yeah, Jah, protect me from the evil in the streets. Jah, Jah, protect me from the robbers and thieves. Jah, I'm begging for some strength when I get weak. Beware of the mark of the beast.
They try to clip up branches, but them can't kill the roots. Life can be a struggle, so we're off to teach the youth. Don't give me no drugs to juggle, don't give me no guns to shoot. Just trust in God and you will find a way to make it through. The race is for the swift, but the chosen are a few. Babylon asks a question like an interview, because it's in the paper. Do you think that makes it true? Just follow Jaja teachings and you're gonna make it through. Cause Jah,
protect me from the evil in the streets. Protect me, Jah, Jah, protect me from the robbers and thieves. Jah, I'm begging for some strength when I get weak. Must beware of the mark of the beast.
oh yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, man,
Oh,
Kingston
yeah.
Jamaica acoustic sessions. New Kingston, they are mad thing.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. This is Logic, and you're watching the Morning Rant. Salute
everybody who's checked in with us so far. I seen Just One Love in the chat. And without further ado, I'm going to bring on my panel, the ones who are ready. I think a couple are still getting ready. So salute to my guy, Steph Got Jokes, who's in the building. Salute to you, bro. What's up with you?
Good morning, man. Good morning. I'm blessed. I'm happy to be here, and it's always good to be on the morning rant.
That's a fact. That's a fact. Salute to Don Philly. I see you, my G. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. All right. I hope everybody have a great and productive week. I hope everybody had a great weekend and a great week last week, whether you celebrate the holidays or not. I hope that you still found some relaxation, some family time, whatever floats your boat. You know what I'm saying? I hope that you had a good week, and I hope that we continue to have a good week. And whether you celebrate the holidays or not, let's just have a great December. We're about to go into the month of December. About to go into New Year's. We're about to start hearing all the New Year resolutions and all that fly shit. You know what I mean? So, I just hope everybody have a good one, because granted, we haven't been having the best 2 years to say the least. You know what I'm saying? But the morning rant has been here for you. A little choppy, but over 100 episodes still. You know what I'm saying? So, we just hope that we come into a better next 2 years and better. You know what I'm talking about? Anyway, Redemption Song 76. Good morning. Good morning to you. Always good to see you checking in. Appreciate you being here. Just One Love says, always a blessing to be part of the morning rant. Always a blessing to have you and the rest of the gang who's here, and some who are missing, but it's always a blessing to wake up to chat with you guys. Your support in the morning means everything to us, as I'm sure it means a lot to you to have, somebody entertain you in the morning, but it means a lot to us as in our own perspective careers and career paths. This is something that motivates us in the morning. So we appreciate y'all. So salute to Don Philly, Just One Love, and Redemption Song 76. Oh, also in the homeboy CJ says, yo, salute to you, my guy. I see you, and salute to everybody from the BKE podcast. All right. So we have Schoolboy keeps hopping in and out, not to tell his business. He's in the backstage somewhere, and V's getting ready. But before we get to them, because they have a lot they want to talk about, we have to get rid of this COVID update. You already know that's the bullshit we got to get rid of, and it's going to be short and sweet. I really don't want to dwell on it until we do a nice full breakdown, you know what I'm saying, of COVID and what we've been through, probably around the year ending, you know what I mean? But we're going to definitely give you an update. Redemption says, absolutely. Thank you, guys. Thank you, sister. I appreciate you. And CJ says, morning, Kings. Glad I could catch the morning rant while I brush the toothpaste. Salute to you, my G's. Salute to you. Salute to everybody on the check-in. So, all right, without further ado, we're going to get rid of this COVID update. Let's get it. Morning. This is Ja Logic with the COVID update, and basically the new strain that's hit the streets is called Omicron. It's basically hit the streets of South Africa. All right, so they found it, I believe, in South Africa, and I want to say, don't quote me because I could be wrong. It is early this morning, but well, not that early, but I believe that they also found some in Hong Kong. I didn't do too much research on it. What I do know is that they haven't found Omicron in the States yet, where we live, most of us who are watching. So, that's basically it for the COVID update. New strain, Omicron. Sounds like a STD of some type of Greek mythological sense. It sounds like an STD of the gods. That's what it sounds like. You know what I mean? Omicron. Sounds like some type of STD that your man Thanos will have or some shit. But we joking on it, but it's real, and apparently people are scared of it because they're saying that it can be evasive to the vaccine since it's like a new mutation or what so have you, which is a little weird to say because I'm sure South Africa doesn't have a gang of vaccinations for it to be mutating and adapting to the vaccine itself. So like most shit, the shit is fishy, but you know, it is what it is. That's what they're talking about, and basically everybody just stay safe. You know what I mean? We don't really want to do too much dwelling on the motherfucking COVID this episode around. You dig? So Omicron, the new strain to hit the streets. All right. Pressure, my guy says, "What up? Top of the morning. Salute to you, my G. Salute to you." And HB2N says, "Salute, Josh. Salute to my guy HB2N. Always good to see you, brothers, on the check-in. You know what I mean? Let's see what else. Okay, CJ says, I was about to say South Africa always be having the illness. Um, I'm not aware of South Africa always having illnesses, but I'll say that South Africa is more popping than a lot of people may think. Um, Steph, you have something to say?
Oh, really, I do believe conspiracy. It do seem like, when it was what was it? The swine flu and the bird flu, they all go through South Africa. It seemed like they always get a hit of something just to kind of experiment to see how their bodies would deal with it type shit.
All right, so hold on, let me just set up the stage and all that. Where we at with it? All right, here we go. My man Steph said South Africa always get the diseases first.
Warning. The opinions expressed in this program are those of the presenter in their current state of mind, which they have the right to change at any given moment. The iRant Network and the members of the Ranters Union are not responsible for any claims made.
All right, so now we got that out the way. Good morning, schoolboy. What's up with you, player? Should I tell him, y'all? Should I tell him?
Your mic's on mute, man. Your mic's on Teddy Riley, actually. Nah, I'm good, man. I'm bad. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you, sir. We can hear you.
All right, cool.
All right, CJ said, yeah. CJ says, yeah, it's always the travelers who has the shit that goes to South Africa and spreads. I don't know where y'all getting this shit from. You know what I'm saying? I do know there was some monkeypox found recently in Maryland. I believe somebody went to Maryland, and I want to say they were coming from Western Africa. You know what I mean? They're blaming it on Western Africa, but somebody did come into the States with monkeypox. So we should have an interesting winter. You know what I mean? In regards
Also, Ebola, that's what the Ebola spread was.
I mean, I'm sure there was Ebola out there. I don't know. I can't confirm or deny if it was coming from Africa or not, but I do know that monkeypox was recently found in the States. And they find Ebola a lot of places too. Because I remember we did a story on it, I want to say in the first season. And I believe in that season, we talked about Ebola being coming from Asia at that point. You know what I'm saying? So, diseases aren't, synonymous with certain countries as much as we like to believe that, you know what I mean? Especially in this new time and day and age where you can travel half the globe in a day and a half or so, you know what I'm saying? So, they're just gonna spread. So but I will say this, like I was saying earlier, South Africa is more popping than a lot of you may know or believe. You know what I'm saying? South Africa has I'm not even gonna get into it, but they have a lot of perks. I'll just say that they have a lot of perks. They have a lot of racial tension as well, but there's a lot of perks to visiting South Africa. I'll say that much. So don't be scared to go to South Africa, just because of what the media is telling you. I'll say that much. All right. So without further ado, my man Steph, you got some stories you want to talk about? You know what I mean? I kind of want to kick back and laugh today, so and I also, can you try without the headsets, because them joints seem to break you up a little bit. So what story did you want to get to first, Steph? And if there's a visual aid, just let me know and I'll pull it up for you.
All right. Did you see I was about to say I sent the link a while ago. I don't know if you still know where it's at, but I'll summarize it if need be. I got it written down.
All right, we here. Just let me know what I'm looking for and I'll pull it up.
We're gonna talk about the baby and his encounter with Danny Lee.
All right,
Danny
so
Lee, his baby mother.
All right, so next up we're gonna talk about The Lie, the late-ish in entertainment from your boy Steph Got Jokes.
Good morning. This is Steph Got Jokes with Lie. And today we're talking about the rapper DaBaby. Can't seem to keep himself out of headlines recently. He recently made news after recording a dispute with Danny Lay, the mother of his 3-month-old baby girl. It is not confirmed why the argument started. DaBaby claims he was being physically and verbally abused, while Danny Lay claims DaBaby was just randomly started recording, telling her to get out while she was breastfeeding. But what we do know is tempers flared when DaBaby refused to pacify the feelings of Danny Lay, telling her on live she is a known side chick while putting her and DaBaby out of the home where they've apparently shared for the last 3 months. Now, my question to the panel. 1, do you believe Danny Lay or DaBaby? 2, if you believe DaBaby, did he handle the situation the right way? And more importantly, if he wasn't telling the truth, what was his angle? What was his motive?
All right, so your question was start with the first one. Start with the first one, brother.
Oh, Danny Lay claims that he just kicked her out because he was just tired of her and he antagonized her, when he claims she was verbally abusive and physically abusive. So he started recording the confrontation from that point on.
What was the first question again?
First question was, if you believe DaBaby, do you believe he handled the situation the right way?
Recording the situation or kicking her out with the
Kicking
baby?
her out.
All right. So I'm gonna go to the panel. I'm gonna save myself for last because I got the luxury of doing that. Schoolboy, what's up? How you doing?
Yeah, man. DaBaby and the situation with the side chick. I mean, here's the thing. She can feel like she's his main chick, but she doesn't get to give herself that designation. He does. So he's decided that she's a side chick today. That's what she is. You know what I mean? And as far as him telling her to get out with the baby, actually, I get it, man. I know it doesn't look good. The optics aren't great. But if, let's say she's breastfeeding a child, you know what I'm saying, and she got to go, well, the baby going to have to go with her, man. The baby going to have to go with her. I feel like he did that because he was sick of her shit, basically. That was it. It's time for you to go, buddy. That's it. I don't got nothing else.
Hello, good morning. Can y'all hear me?
Yep.
Okay. Oh, yes, DaBaby and this bitch. Yes, I did hear about this, and you know what? I do not think that he was right necessarily to put her on blast. As you can see, even in this video, I feel like they're both playing with each other. I feel like he's halfway serious and also bullshitting at the same time. Because truth be told, if a man really wants a female out of his house, like, I don't think that they're going to go about it as casually as he was going about it. So that's probably why I felt like she was kind of distorted. But from a female's perspective, if a nigga tell me to leave, I can't grab my shit fast enough. Baby, no baby, and all. So for me, I just felt like, you know, she stayed a little bit too long going back and forth with him. And I don't know. I just don't think she has a right to even, if the nigga say get out, like whether you have a kid with him or you don't, you have to go. And that and those actions in and of itself will tell you what type of person that man is or who he's gonna be to you. So I don't know. He's playing games and she's playing with him. That's what I believe. But ain't they back together now?
I wouldn't know.
They had a recent
reports as early as Thursday say that DaBaby spent Thanksgiving with his first baby mama.
Yeah, because she's pregnant now too, Mimi.
Right.
The
So,
saga continues.
so no. It doesn't look like they're back together.
Yo, so that just lends credence to what I was saying. She's a side chick. She may not have realized it, but she is.
Oh,
She went
that's
right
what I was
back
gonna get to. No,
to Uno.
well, you can't be a side chick if someone is not married. I don't believe that. If someone is not
Okay.
married,
I
you
mean,
cannot
okay.
be a side chick. Technically,
sounds-
they're all sides because he's not claiming anybody.
So again, from the man's perspective, let me again say that a man has the opportunity to designate a main chick, a side chick, bottom chicks. Like women can choose. Like, I'm not fucking with you. You're a lame. They can choose that. But men get to choose then when those women come through who they are in the life.
You got a little bit of echo coming in, Schoolboy. You might have to put your headphones on or something.
What do you mean my headphones is not working?
So I'm going to say that to Schoolboy's point, I guess anybody can designate anybody as, well, first of all, salute to my guy, Virginia Slim. Salute to my brother on the check-in. Anybody could designate anybody to be a quote unquote side or, main. That's for men and women, right? But that doesn't mean is real, right? It could be real to that person, but when it comes to the general public perception of the situation, you can't just have baby mothers and they live with you and all this shit, and then when you just feel convenient, when it's convenient, all of a sudden they're a side chick. You know what I'm saying? Like that's not reality. You wouldn't have a baby and have moved them in to your house if that was a side chick. Obviously, you still young, you're not married, so you're single. You slinging dick. You give it. You got babies out there. That's just what it is. That's just what it is. So that goes. That's a point in to V's case as well, saying that, well, how can you be a side if he's not married? Because technically he's still single. You know what I'm saying? Until he gets married, right? So but all that side chick shit, that shit is really just an insult. You know what I mean? Like, you was in music videos with this joint, you know what I'm saying? You was hitting it raw. I'm sure he was kissing her in the mouth. He was making all types of love. She done lived with you and all that. And now all of a sudden, she get on your nerves and she's a side bitch. She's not a side bitch, bro. She's not. That's your bitch. You know what I'm saying?
Nah. I can't have the clapping.
Okay. May I interject? Right. One, let's go over this. A lot of men aren't hard on their hoes, right? A lot of men are soft on their hoes. They're soft on their side pieces, and they shouldn't be. They should be firm with their hand. The baby is clearly soft with his hand, right? The whole situation of how he handled her was soft, and we can talk about putting her out as a 3-month-old, putting her up with her 3-month-old. Well, first of all, let's talk about her as a mother. She has plenty of money. You couldn't find anywhere to stay. Like you ain't struggling, right? So this whole big thing about being put out like you have nowhere to go, that's foolishness. Let's stop that. Two, if you didn't have anywhere to go, wouldn't it be reasonable, responsible to leave the child with the father while you found what you were going to do? I remember King Solomon, when the two mothers were claiming to be the mother of the child. King Solomon says, split the baby in half, give it to both. The real mother says, no, let her have him. Right? King Solomon instantly recognized that was the mother, right? Because it wasn't about being right. It was about what was right for the child.
Hallelujah.
Right? And I think that gets lost.
Yeah, I agree with you, Steph. And I thought about that immediately. As soon as the nigga would have told me to leave, I'd be like, okay, I'll be back for my baby, but you watch it tonight. I'm out. Like, I completely that was an option, and I think that she should have utilized that as well instead of trying to just take the baby with her and all that chaos.
Also, right, I see these pictures floating around of them as a couple, and I think one time that he looked directly in the camera with her. Niggas, like, he never poses for pictures with her. It's laughable, right? Like, he made her feel like a main chick, but if you check the receipts, it's not there. I mean, yeah, they've been staying together. That's because he was, again, not firm with his hand, letting her stay what was probably supposed to be a week, led to 2 weeks, couple months, got real comfortable. Now you're in there 3 months. Now y'all think you a family, and you're not a family. He had a prior family to you. So you think you holding weight with this baby? He got babies.
Unfortunately, they are family. They are family. They're a dysfunctional family. That's the mother to his child. But what I will say is, they were in whole music videos together, and whether you're in a lot of pictures with someone or not, or whether you post them or not, that doesn't dictate whether it's a relationship or not. You dig what I'm saying? So, I agree to V's point. Until he's married, he's single. But at the end of the day, all of those baby mothers are now his family. You know what I'm saying? So, and as far as
Hey,
him,
hey, hey.
and as far
As a
as
baby daddy, I rebuke everything you just said.
I'm sure you do.
Yo, niggas hate to claim that problematic baby mama family, boy. I'm trying to tell you.
But it is what it is, you know what I'm saying? And for as long as you live, as long as you and the child have a relationship, you're gonna see her. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna see her at his wedding. You're gonna see her at his graduation. You're gonna see her at all of his important, you know what I mean, events. That's your fucking family. You know what I'm talking about? So with that being said, I will say that I don't believe that he was necessarily soft with his, pimp hand or whatever, however we want to phrase it. Because if he was, he would have never kicked her out. But was he correct for doing what doing what he did? If you ask me, I think turning on the camera and filming the situation was correct. But going live with it is something different, right? Because now your business is in the street. Now, if you're filming it because you want to, protect yourself in the court of law, if you want to show the family court or whatever court that, you know what I'm saying, you were not the aggressor or what so have you, fine. But just putting it out there in the world just seems like poor decision making. And I don't think his poor decision making starts or ends here. I think we're just seeing a piece of it. You know what I'm saying? And as far as kicking her out the house while she's breastfeeding, I think that she could have very well started to breastfeed so she didn't have to get out at that moment. That could be a thing, right? But at the same time, you got to let her finish. You know what I'm saying? She's breastfeeding your fucking child. You know what I'm saying? So even if you want her out, you could do it in the time period. You know what I'm saying? You got a whole staff. You got security. You got fucking assistants. We don't even know who's this chick that was in the video we just saw. He keep, referencing this young lady while he's arguing with her on the side of him. Like, is this other young lady with dreads, I think, with locks on the side of him while he's arguing with her. You know what I'm saying? So, like,
but that's why I wanted to agree with you on that logic, because it was more so if I felt like he wasn't being serious about it. Because like you said, he could have, even if he really truly wanted her out of his life and wanted her out of the way, he could have went about that in a completely different way. He could have left. He has enough money to be like, all right, I don't want to be with you. I want you out of my life. Stay tonight. I'm out. I got money. I got cribs. It's because for him to sit there and be like, I need you to leave now, like, or for her to even say, like, I thought that the whole idea of her saying that he had to leave to go fuck, that he wanted her to leave to go fuck bitches made no sense either. He has money. He can fuck bitches anywhere. He can easily get a hotel room, do this, that, and the third. So that's why I thought it was being petty on his part just a little bit, and hers, because they both have money. They both could literally just, diffuse this. But
can I say something too, V? To counter that point, right? Why the fuck would he leave his house? That's his shit.
He would leave his house just to save himself the headache of looking like a dickhead.
No. I'm so tired of men having to be the bigger person now. We got to front the bills, do all the hard work, and we got to be the bigger person morally. At what point does it stop?
Not necessarily, not him. But
if it was her house, he would be the fuck up out of there, and you know that. So,
but come on,
you wouldn't even entertain it.
He's a black man in America. If it was her name
on the lease, you wouldn't even entertain that notion. You would not entertain it. No one would.
No, he's a black man in America. He should know what he has more at stake more than anybody. I'm not saying that she shouldn't leave if a nigga tell her to kick rocks. She should, of course. But he's a black man in America. He should understand that the target's going to be on his back. He has more money than this girl. He's a bigger star than this girl. The target's going to be on him. So Jay-Z's going to leave. Real men are going to leave. They don't want the issues. They know that there's money that they can throw at that so they can go out in the world and make more money. But the longer he stays in a toxic situation, the easier it's going to be for that nigga to be trickled in and to get fucked up.
Let me say this, though. you guys realize that the baby turned on his live to 100,000 live subscribers to watch
Right.
that situation go down. That was
Of course.
not by accident. He wasn't
Yeah.
playing. Like, that ain't no play. 100,000 people to address your baby mama with, that's not play. That's him setting up a situation where your ass going to jail, homegirl. You putting your hands on people in my house. You hollering and screaming in front of my child. I fear for my life.
That
Please,
ain't going to
protection
jail.
order me, please.
That ain't no going to jail. That's some motherfucking. I want the public to see what I'm doing because I'm a dickhead and I'm part of this new generation. He could have just recorded it and showed the cops and got his protection order or whatever the case may be. Going live for 100,000 people is just stupid.
Yo,
it looks stupid.
You know what? I think that my story actually goes into this conversation. So,
All right, but give it a second because I want to kind of respond to some of the things that were said if I can remember them all. So, as far as men not being the bigger person, or we should be tired of being the bigger person and all that, you're leaving the house to make sure your baby has peace. Fuck her. If she didn't have his baby in her hands, yeah, get out my house. You feel me? But the baby can sense the stress the mother goes through, especially at that age, especially when they're breastfeeding. So to just kick her out in the middle of a breastfeeding situation, you're stressing that fucking baby out. You know what I'm saying? So that is what being a bigger man would have looked like in that particular situation. That's my take on that.
And I think that's valid. The nigga in me wants
No
to say
baby has
fuck her.
ever died being no. I go. Where the baby that died from that been switched from breastfeeding to formula? Where's the numbers? Where's the facts on
There's
that?
a lawsuit. There's a lawsuit out right now that says that shit can kill you. So I'm just saying.
But then, just in general, even if she was not breastfeeding, most men who have a strong care for their child, they want their child to be in the best position. And most of the time, if the child is with their mom, the mom being in a good position means the child is going to be in a good position. So if you're stressing out the child, you're going to stress out, it's intertwined.
I feel you guys on that. And I don't know this young lady personally. And I'm going to assume that the baby understands his situation, however he understands it. Long story short, I'm not going to just say that, he shouldn't. Like, she might be the chaotic element. She might be the chaotic element. He really might need to get the baby away from her. And that being said, man, I kicked my baby mama out when my child was like a few months old. I wasn't fit to deal with the shit. I called her mother and told her, come get your daughter. It's your problem now.
But and to add to what you just said, I will say that Danny Lay is a clout chaser. She is, because as soon as he told her to leave, she went into the bathroom and went on her live and was crying, saying like, "Oh my God, I can't do this." And people are literally in the comments on Danny Lay's live like, "Where is the baby? Take your baby and go. Get over this." Like, they're giving her great advice in the comments. And she's just like, "Oh my God, no, this is messed up. I chose to love the wrong man." I'm like, some females, your priorities have to get in order. Yes, your heart can hurt, but get your shit together, especially when you have another life at stake. So
they're both stupid for that. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna say they're both young and stupid, right? True, but they're both stupid for that, right? How the fuck are you gonna put that child through that situation? And then how are you going to go to the public to see who agrees with who? When it comes to something this personal, you feel what I'm saying? And I'm gonna stand on my square and say the side chick was comment was an insult. It wasn't accurate. It was an insult. I'm gonna stay on my square and say that because she was not a side chick up until that point. Virginia Slim says a person, man or woman, shouldn't tolerate bullshit, but at the expense of someone else. At the expense of someone else. Excuse me. Even if there's a child involved. I agree. I just think there's a way. You know what I'm saying? There's a way of doing it, right? To put that child through the experience and the stress of, one, witnessing the parents argue, and then two, get the fuck out in the middle of a meal. Just go get out of here, go in the hallway and figure that shit out and shit, and go catch an Uber and all that. That shit is ridiculous. You know what I mean? Precious says he had to be casual. He has way too much heat on him. She also allegedly threatened his career. He had to protect the bag. Well, if you ask me, you ever heard this saying when you see two stupid people argue or something like that? I'm paraphrasing. You don't know who the stupid one is. right? When you see two fools arguing, you don't know who the fool is. Once he turned on that live and competed for clout and who was the victim, they both look stupid. They both look like fools. And him being the one with the actual career, that's going to damage him more than it'll ever damage her. And even furthermore, it might damage the youth who actually look up to this nigga, right? Because you know there's fanatics out there who believe that the person they look up to can do no wrong, like they're not human.
So now we're gonna have a bunch of niggas nutting in bitches, and they're not gonna believe that they're in relationships.
They're not going to think they're in a relationship, and they're going to think it's actually cool to kick them out when they're not even in them same situations. You know what I'm saying? The women that they dealing with probably will be homeless if they leave the house or whatever. You feel me? So Redemption says church. I'm not
homeless bum, yep. My bad.
But you nutted in there. You nutted.
Hey, it happens. You know what I'm saying? It happens. It happens. You know what I'm saying? I will say I nutted in a bum bitch, and I was young and dumb at that time. So, hey.
See, and that's not fair because females cannot.
No, it's fair. It's fair. I'm not saying
females cannot control nut. Only men can control nut. So men have a bigger responsibility.
Pause. Ain't nobody got raped. First of all. So second of all, men can't control, or women can't control nut, but women control who has sex with them if they're not raped.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So when you're having sex with somebody, we're all grown. You know that this could happen. You know what I'm saying? You don't like me like that. Don't let me nut in your box. Don't let me even up in there.
Yeah, you shouldn't even. And I always say that for females, like if you don't want a nigga to nut in you, don't even have unprotected sex because that's always a possibility. Right. But at the end of the day, females, even if raw sex is a factor, we still can't control when a man ejaculates, how he ejaculates, all of those things. So I feel like sometimes
for sure. So y'all got confused.
You know what? I'm not gonna act like when I was 18, 19, I ain't nutting a bum bitch too. So
thank you. Everybody does this shit.
Bum bitches deserve nuts too, right?
Listen, they're out here in the wild. They running around with their ass shaking and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like niggas are jumping on that shit. Unfortunately,
and dirty.
I didn't make a habit out of it, but it's happened. It's happened.
I didn't make a habit out of it either, but I definitely got some kids out of it. So I guess you could say I made it a habit because I had two. So
well, I mean, and females do have a tendency to fuck niggas. It happens, like
all right, calm down, V. Are you trying to tell me a fuck nigga? Is that what's happening here?
I don't think
that's a fuck nigga. She has to realize that though.
I don't think that's what she said, bro. Listen, Redemption said church. Let us know what you were referring to if you don't mind. You don't have to. Virginia Slim says Steph speaking facts straight out of Sunday school. Hallelujah. HB2N says can't be knocking up side chicks, and he also says men are held to higher standards. I agree. There's double standards though, right? So women are held to higher standards when it comes to certain things. For example, we could fuck all of the women on the face of the planet, and we'll get looked at as some type of hero. You know what I'm saying? If a female fucks every dick on the planet, she's the worst woman who ever existed. You know what I'm saying? V.
Also, another double standard. Anytime a man is kicking a female out of his house, most of the time she's going to cry and she's going to be sad about things. Usually, when you ask a man to leave and it's not his shit, he gets violent. He want to break shit. He want to leave. He want to fuck up shit. The most that you going to get out of a female, you're going to get some tears out of her eyes. She's going to be sad. But a nigga, he wants to leave his fucking mark. He wants to be on some shit like, fuck this, fuck you. Like,
V,
that's the double standard.
He gonna put a hole in the wall, right?
Right, of course.
Yo. On behalf of all the niggas that got kicked out of a chick's house and kept the peace, I applaud you, young man. I applaud you. The last time I got kicked out of a chick's house, she was trying to get me to sell my apartment so I could live in her house with her. And I was just like, I don't think this sounds like a good idea. Why don't we just wait a little while? And what do you know? Like 4 months later, she was like, yo, get your shit and get out. I was like, you know what? I'm glad I kept my fucking apartment. I'll holler at you. When you get back, my shit will be gone. I wasn't mad. I actually wasn't mad. I was like, yo, you want me to get my shit out now? Are you about to go to the store? I'll be gone when you get back.
And see, that's me. I got kicked out when I was 19 years old when I was staying with my ex. I was kicked out right in the middle of Crown Heights. and at 2:00 in the morning, I couldn't get my shit fast enough. Nigga was like, you really going? Yeah.
All right. What did you do at 2:00 in the morning to make this nigga kick you out of Crown Heights? That's the real
question. I did nothing but stand up. And because I stood up, that man felt like I was being aggressive to him when we were going back and forth. I didn't put my hands on anybody. I don't do that.
So
But
the
he was like,
context, the context was important. She said, "I just stood up and nigga told me to get." No.
He was
You,
like,
you was hype. You was hype. You was like, "Nigga, fuck you," and stood up in front of that man. He was like, "Oh no, I'm gonna have to knock this bitch out. You gotta go. You gotta go." That's what happened. Don't sit here and be real PG with it. Oh, yeah. I stood. I was walking through the kitchen.
yeah,
I sat down with my cup of water. I took a big sip and I swallowed hard. And when I stood up, the nigga said, "Get out." I'm like, what? This shit don't make no sense.
I want to say that, I'm glad I was wise enough in my youth, even though I did, I once or twice I did the bullshit of hitting some bullshit raw, you know what I'm saying? But I was wise enough never to fall for that scheme. You know what I mean? That come live with me scheme. You know what I'm saying? So
that's a scheme? What kind of scheme is that?
Control, V. Control. If you live with them and you're not living together, you're moving into their home, you're now in their possession, in their mind. You know what I'm saying? So
as long as you're not like if your money is not there, like if you come in and you paying for shit, then really can somebody really tell you something?
Even if you paying for shit, because they didn't need you to move into that motherfucker. Your name ain't on the lease. You know what I'm saying? So once they ready to tell you leave, they didn't save how much bread from the shit you was paying. You ain't do shit. But
they came up.
It came up. You know what I'm saying? You done gave them some pussy or some dick. You know what I'm saying? And some bread, and now they ready for you to leave. You gotta go. You gotta go, and it's off to the domestic violence shelter. You go. You know what I'm talking about? So, Laura Vell says, "What up? What up, my guy?" Laura Vell, salute my guy. Miss Ravioli says, "Danny Lee just needs to hit me up for what would Ravioli do scenarios." And somehow I doubt that. But good morning, Miss Ravioli. Good morning. Laura Vell says, "What up, Miss Ravioli?" Everyone's saying what up to Miss Ravioli. Precious says, "I was just thinking about you and I wish you healing." All right. Lord Vell says, "Pause." I'm not sure what was said, I'm talking about, but real men shouldn't have to say no homo. Aki Beather says, "Safe sex is a woman's responsibility." What do you think about that, V?
Look at the shade and the double standards. Women, and there's a reason why there are double standards for a reason. I believe safe sex is a man's responsibility primarily. Not that it's not both individuals' responsibility. It's still, everybody's an individual at the end of the day. It's still your own individual responsibility to protect yourself. But I do believe it's more of a man's responsibility because women are internal, men are external. Men come out and they fuck things. Women get fucked. Okay. So the person I believe who's doing the fucking should be doing the protecting, and men's job is to protect in my belief. So I believe that a man should initiate that if that's the type of tone that he wants to take, or if that's the type of tone he wants to have in that situation or in that relationship. So nah, it's not a woman's responsibility. They barely have female condoms at the goddamn corner store. They do sell them, but you cannot get them 3 a.m. from the bodega. You have to get those from the grocery store.
Let me say something real quick about that, right? So yes, you can say like it's a man's responsibility, but who's not going to be responsible when that baby comes and nobody wants it, and the man don't want to take care of it? She's going to be responsible, so it's her responsibility. My body, my choice. Protect your body. Protect your body. Don't be out here expecting a nigga who wants some wet pussy. Excuse my language. Let me stop with that. Don't be expecting a man who wants some juice box to be going up in there as safe as possible. He's going out there with reckless abandon, and you got to be like, nah, check yourself. This ain't that type of party. If you do that, then a man, okay, cool. I mean, most men are gonna do that. Hopefully y'all had that conversation beforehand, though, so it's not like a surprise when you bust out the Magnum.
The long-term responsibility is more so weighing on the woman, absolutely, because she has to have that responsibility for 20 years. But I guess when I think about in the moment, just like the sex part of it, then I do see it as the men. But speaking in hindsight, like you said, ultimately, she's going to have to be the one to mess up her body, not mess up her body, but go through pregnancy, go through those stages of her life. So more so than he will. So she has much more to think about.
All right. Sunflower Sky says, "Good morning, panel, and have a wonderful day." Good morning, Sunflower Sky. Always good to see you.
Good morning. Good morning.
CJ says, "Fellas, don't get put into a situation where you getting kicked out of the house. Know your worth. Listen, don't move into her house, period. Bruh. Don't move. You know what I'm saying? Like, listen, I can't tell people what to do. I just don't think it's a bright idea.
Here's my thing. if you do move into her house, the first thing you need to do when you get in there to lay down the law is be like, okay, cool, put me on the paperwork. And if you can't afford to be put on the paperwork, if your shit ain't right to do that, that ain't the woman for you. Because when she's ready, your ass getting the fuck out, even if it's for a little bit. But you know what I'm saying? Now you got to pack up your fan and your PlayStation, and you walk around the streets looking crazy.
And when a man is coming, and that's another thing what I think men don't understand, and females don't understand either. When a man comes into a female's place, that puts him in a subservient position. If he's not going to be on equal footing with her, that creates a weird dynamic in between men and women. Then then she feels like she has more to say to him, or she has more of an authority in some kind of way because she's carrying more of a responsibility, even if it's just somebody's name being on the paperwork. Women do shit like that.
Let me explain something to you. As somebody who's kicked somebody out your house, there's nothing more satisfying than a motherfucker getting on your nerves. Get the fuck out my house right now. You know what I'm saying? And don't be walking slow, bitch. Hurry up. You know what I'm saying? Like that's so
even after you kick somebody out, you got to put extras on it.
Yeah, definitely. If I got to kick somebody out, if I got to the point where I got to kick you out, I'm probably gonna put some extras. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna sit there and be the bigger. That's not how I'm built. I've never taught to be the bigger person. It's just don't let people mistreat you. So fuck it.
This is true.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm so patient that if I'm kicking you out my house, you've really like passed a few points. So it's time to go.
Yeah. But you got to stand on it though. See, I don't like niggas who kick bitches out because even when I got kicked out, nigga called
me come back in the house.
Where the fuck I went? Like, you really leaving? Yes, nigga, I'm leaving. You're kicking me out. Like, what the fuck? You say me to stay? Like, that's that toxic shit. Something you gotta stay. If you kicking a bitch out, you gotta stand on that shit. You gotta watch her fat ass walk out the door. You gotta watch her titties get dressed in her bra, all that shit. Watch her cute face. Walk away from you.
You ain't gonna do all that shit. You over there hiking the shit up, being cute and shit.
You got them right.
Walking out my house, ugly coming out of here.
When a nigga asks me to get the fuck on, I'm wearing the sexiest shit leaving that nigga crib. I'll be walking out the crib goddamn near naked. Yes, look at this shit,
I was just kidding, baby. I'll be getting upset sometimes. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what I was thinking, baby. You know what I'm saying? Let me rub your feet real quick. Let me rub your feet real quick. Put one in your mouth.
All right, so if there are any young people watching this or any people who's still in the game, you know what I'm saying, like my man CJ said, but I'm gonna make it unisex. Do not move into people's homes unless it's a mutual situation. You both are on the paperwork or both are mutual with the whole let's find this place and move in together and save $1 versus having roommates or whatsoever. You know what I'm saying? But don't fall for this shit. Don't fall for someone just wanting to move you in, because what comes next is control. And if you're not with that shit, which most people aren't, is always going to end up bad. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes, and a lot of times, even in domestic violence relationships. Because like what V said, when that motherfucker tell a man to get out or tell that motherfucker, even some women, right? They tell that wrong, crazy motherfucker get out or throw in their face that they paying all the bills or what so have you. And it's true. That person has no more recourse in their crazy mind but to fucking throw the hands with you. You know what I'm talking about? So, definitely basically be on the lookout for homeless people is what I'm saying. You know what I mean? I think they have a term for it now. They call it hobosexuals and all that. Definitely be on the lookout for people that just want to sleep with you for a place to live. All right. CJ says, know your worth. All right.
Sorry.
And if you are a person, if you are homosexual, you know what I'm saying, then just, if you get kicked out, just know that your time was coming. And thank God for the nights that you had in the house. You know what I'm saying? Get the fuck out of there. You know what I'm saying? Sleazy Aki, my guy, says salute. Salute to my guy right there. That's my bro. Okay, and CJ says, man, live in these shade reviews. Go subscribe to that channel for reviews of the funniest reality show content. Says Grand Rising to you, my brother. How you doing? And CJ says, I refuse to move in with anybody and I ain't on the lease. You asking for a get the fuck out the house moment. That's a fact. Aki Betha says, who's carrying the baby for 9 months? Exactly. All right. And I think they spoke about that. HB Twin says, Danny did make a comment alluding to the baby loving her because she light skinned. I think she a goofy. Hey, man, you never know. He might have said some shit alluding to that. You know what I'm saying? He might have been in bed with her when, oh, like your light ass or some crazy shit. You never know, man.
I love your creamy porcelain skin. That's what he was saying.
You never know. He might have called her his milk of magnesia or some shit. We don't know. We don't know. Because I'll tell you like this, HB20. You ever hear all these stories of these crazy niggas, but then you be like, who are these niggas? Because that's me. Women always tell me these crazy, outrageous stories of niggas. I'm like, who are these niggas? And when they had to realize these are the niggas around us. They're everywhere. They're not going to tell you that they're crazy. They're not going to tell you all the crazy shit they be telling shorty. Because sometimes, and at risk of sounding like a simp, sometimes we turn bitches crazy, HB2N. Sometimes we be all in their ear telling them everything they want to hear. And then when they realize it's all a fluke, they bug the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? So we got to realize that too, right? Hey, V, I see you shaking your head. Go ahead, unmute yourself. Chime in.
No, I completely agree. But I feel like also self-control is very, very important. People can only turn you away if you allow them to. Now, granted, I like they're like you said, there are men who will try to make bitches crazy. Like I always hear about men saying like they want to work a bitch, like they want to run down a bitch, like they want to like, so there are men who seek out to create mental turmoil in bitches' minds just so the bitch can be so fucking focused and like out of whack over this nigga. Because if a female's thinking straight, they feel like she's gonna lead astray. So they feel like they have to keep her in that mental, state for them to stay with her. But truth be told, I feel like the only way you can have something successful is if you have somebody in their right mind. You're not gonna get nowhere by tormenting the bitch. You elevate the bitch could actually do something for you. Like, what are the niggas? Rest in peace to Young Dog. Rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
He said she liked to argue, so I sent that bitch to law school.
Right.
That's what you do. You motivate someone, you bring them up versus pulling them down. So
before I move on, Schoolboy, you wanna combat that point? You don't think that's a thing, or you do? What is it? Where you at with it? Your mic is on Teddy Riley, brother.
Hold on. I want to make sure I understand the question. I don't understand. I don't think
it wasn't a question. You didn't necessarily agree when I said sometimes we turn the bitches crazy.
I mean, yeah, I do agree with that, but I also have to agree with the fact that there's self-control. So like, you're not supposed to come to a situation with your mind so loose that you meet somebody new and now they got you looking crazy. You know what I'm saying? That means that you didn't come to the situation prepared, and that's not on me. If I take advantage of that, that's on you, because I might not even know. Like, there are, of course, I'm not going to say there's not guys who go out and look to be predators against these women, but you know what I'm saying? Like, I like, because I have daughters, and as I'm raising these daughters, I'm trying to ensure that they understand I don't care. Like, nobody cares about your excuses about why the shit didn't work or why it's fucked up nobody cares. Take control of the situation for you, and you make sure it's right. And just little basic stuff. Like I say, hey, go in there and grab your coat, and they come back out and they got a damn sweater. Okay, let's start over. I need you to grab your coat and stop asking everybody else to help you. Thank you. It's just as simple as that.
It goes both ways, though, right? It goes both ways.
And that being said, and just so that people don't feel I'm trashing the women.
No, I don't think that's what you're doing, but go ahead.
I don't think that's what I'm doing. I think that men need to come to a situation prepared to take control of that woman. And when I say take control, that means that, when it comes down to it, when she feels like she's in lack, you're there. It's your job to help her figure that shit out. And if you can't help her figure that shit out consistently, you can't save her all the time. But if you can't consistently pull her out of where she is when she needs help, she needs a different man. That ain't your woman, because you're not the man for her. You really can't step up to the occasion. So men need to think about that. But I think women in that line need to be vetting men similarly. Is this nigga going to help me when I need help? Is this nigga going to hold my hand when I want somebody to hold my hand? Is he going to mush me in my face when I try to kiss him? Like, you need to know these things.
Good point. Good point. Schoolboy dropping bars on y'all. Aki Beather says a man can have a whole new life in 9 months. Aki Beather also says every woman should carry their own condoms. I agree. Aki Beather also says condoms aren't exclusively sold to men. Women are more than welcome to buy condoms too. Agreed. Sunflower Sky says, you got to pack up your PlayStation, walking the streets looking crazy. She quotes Schoolboy laughing. Living in Shay says, never move in with a woman. She's just, that's just contrary to being a man. All right. And Redemption agrees. She says, facts. I think everything is situational, right? But at the same time, I agree more times with you, right? Don't move in with nobody, you know what I'm saying, man or woman, because they're going to try to control you, right? But if you're in a situation where, you know, this is someone you taking real serious and y'all probably got engaged or whatever, and y'all really want to know if y'all good together, then, you know, you're probably going to want to live together. Now, if one of those persons already own a home or something like that, then what are you going to do? Just rent something just to move, you know what I mean? Somewhere else, it doesn't make sense, right? So like what Schoolboy was saying, put them on paperwork or do what Schoolboy did. Don't, you know, give up your place. You know what I'm saying? Lease it or whatever. You feel me? But I think man or woman, once you move in with somebody, you're just asking for that person to try to control you, especially if it's early in a relationship. Now, if you're trying to see if that person is going to be the person you want to marry, then it makes sense, right? But outside of that, it's pretty much a recipe for disaster and domestic violence. Redemption says facts. She agrees. Living in Shay says, if you kick her out, mean that. All right. And Redemption says, agreed with self-control to a point. And she also agrees with me earlier when I said sometimes we can turn the women crazy. And let me rephrase that a little bit. The crazy is already in there, but sometimes we ask for it. You know what I'm saying? I'll say that much. All right. And Living in Shay says, I agree. Salute. So next up, I think we want to go. Let's go to Schoolboy, because I believe you wanted to talk about something similar first. You know what I'm saying? Even though we really should be talking about, you know, some political shit right now. We're in a real strong political climate when it comes to the Civil War. But at the end of the day, this is the morning rant. Schoolboy has some shit to get off his chest. Schoolboy?
Absolutely.
As it relates to baby mamas, I guess, and stuff.
No. Actually, this goes with the Civil War report. If can you cue my music real quick, because this is important, sir. This is really important. You know. So
all right, let's cue the music, man. Next up is Schoolboy with the Civil War report.
All right. So today we're going to talk about a story that hits kind of close to home, right? And the reason why I said this kind of relates to the Civil War report is because, again, you gotta remember, man, these Civil War events are not going to happen in a situation where like the news is going to say, hey, this is a Civil War issue. You know what I'm saying? They're always going to be like, no, this is a civil issue. Let's not make it something else. Do you have the article? I just want to make sure that I'm speaking to the article. I just want to see, is there a video on that one? I don't think so.
Yeah, there's a video.
Okay, cool.
You want me to play the video?
Sure. Yeah, let's play the video really quick so we can get a quick high-level overview.
All right. Well, this is in regards to the stepfather and the father.
Yeah, this is the stepfather and the father, and there was a shooting. So let me tee this up. In all wars, you know, women are the booty, for lack of a better term. All right. So a lot of wars start right there at that granular level. You know, two guys are upset about something and there's a woman in between and somebody is up dead. And now the war started or the war's ended, right? So we're seeing this in real time. Okay. And I think this goes to, again, you know, I like to see people hashing out their differences in the public. I do. I just like I think anybody else. And I think that this shows that, like, our country is really fracturing at the seams a little bit, because situations like this have gone from a simple civil matter to look at these goons. They're outside in front of women and children brandishing guns and shooting people. It sounds real familiar. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if they're trying to like be down with the hip hoppers or whatever, but I need these guys to get together, man. Really inappropriate behavior.
All right, so just quickly, just tell us what we're about to watch, and we're going to watch the news reporting on it.
Cool. So what we're about to watch is two men arguing, and then the man in the black there.
A father and a stepfather, correct?
A father and a stepfather, for sure. Yeah, I still, at this point, because all the information is not there, I'm going to refer to them as thugs because they're outside playing with guns. But, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what happened. You know what I'm saying? Father and stepfather approach each other. The story gets even juicier because this guy is cheating on his wife. The guy in the black is cheating on his wife with his ex-wife. So there's a whole lot of foolishness going on here.
All right. So really quick, we're going to play the video. This is a news
Lauren,
clipping
after
of
nearly
it.
3 weeks of searching for answers, the attorney for Chad Reed's widow tells us she's ready to end the speculation and show the public exactly what happened when Kyle Carruth fatally shot Chad Reed on November 5th. She claims Kyle Carruth should be arrested for murder, yet no charges have been filed. While Kyle Carruth's lawyer, David Gwynn, has also shown us a video from another perspective, saying he believes that it supports Kyle's claim of self-defense. Now, we're going to show you both of those videos side by side. We've censored the profanity and blurred the graphic images, but we do want you to know that these videos are disturbing.
This is on video. Call 911. Call 911. Call 911. Call 911. Recording it. Oh my God. Call 911. Call 911. I have it on video, Kyle. You did it, not him.
I told all of y'all to leave.
We came to get his son.
He's not here.
She should have told that. She should have told that.
None of y'all should be here. None of y'all should be here. I asked you to leave. I did everything. I did not want to do any of this.
911.
And also breaking today, Chad's widow, Jennifer Reed, petitioning to take full custody of Chad's children from their mother, Christina Reed. In an affidavit obtained today, she claims Christina puts her children in emotional and physical danger by keeping them around the man who killed their father. We also spoke with Kyle Carruth's attorney today. He tells us, quote, all Texans may lawfully brandish a firearm to protect themselves, their property, and their business. Careful study of the video showed Kyle's gun was brandished but was never pointed at Reed. It was only after Mr. Reed said, I'll take your gun, and slinging him across the patio like a scarecrow, and then stepped toward him, that Mr. Carruth pointed the gun at Mr. Reed. It is my opinion, because of their knowledge of all the facts and the Texas Castle Doctrine and having done a thorough job, that LPD knew this was a justifiable homicide. Our hopes are that a Lubbock grand jury will do a thorough investigation of all the facts and will clear Mr. Carruth. Now, neither Mrs. Reed or Mr. Carruth have agreed to any invitations for comment today. As always, we'll tell you the latest as we learn it at everythinglubbock.com.
All right, so here's a situation where this woman obviously set this man up.
Wait.
Go ahead.
I don't mean to cut your presentation off, but who set who up?
The ex-wife, the woman whose boyfriend is holding the gun to shoot her ex-husband.
She's messy. She's messy.
She set him up. She set him up because if you watch the whole video, he's like, yo, I'm supposed to be here at 3:15 to pick up my kid. And you see the guy say, well, he's not here. That's something that the mother could tell this man before he drives to her house, knowing that her husband is there or her boyfriend is there, right? So that's setup number one. Setup number two is he's like, yo, I'm supposed to be at 3:15. Her dumb ass says, well, I want to see the kid too. And he tells her rightly, you had until 3:15 to see him. That don't have shit to do with me. Where's my son? You know what I'm saying? And so then this man comes out, well, you guys need to leave because he's not here. Now, that's what he probably should have just went ahead and made the move. But finding out where his child wasn't going straight there, like, fuck this, and be out. But he stayed, and he tried, and the guy gave him a warning shot into the ground. And from the way that shit sounded, I wouldn't have believed it was a real gun either. It sounded like it was a fake gun.
He was shooting rubber bullets or something, right?
Right. It sounded like an airsoft gun. So I'd have been like, all right, man, fuck you and this little airsoft gun. It got shot too. So, that's what happened. And here's the final part about this evil woman who has this man's kids. This evil woman is now looking to keep entertaining the man who shot her children's kids in the same house with them. What kind of diabolical shit is that? That's how you know she was the one who set that shit up.
Yeah. And she don't think that his anger would let him shoot her. If he can
wasn't
shoot your
angry.
baby father like that, why do you think that y'all won't get into an argument? He won't shoot your dumb ass.
Right. I don't think he was angry though. I think he was just he was outmanned. That man was bigger than him, and you see how he took the gun and flung his ass around. What he should have done was take that gun and slam him into the ground. You don't sling somebody around with a gun and let them go. If you got hands on a gun and somebody else does too, you don't need to take your hands off that gun until everything's done.
Nah,
I don't know who taught these niggas.
He should have told that guy to leave as soon as he does. I mean, that guy should have left as soon as he told him to. Not that it was right, and I blame the woman. I really do. I blame her because she could have avoided all of this. First of all, these men are not even supposed to be in contact with each other. It's no reason for that. She's the mother. She should have approached them. They shouldn't even be doing this right now.
Well,
shouldn't even be doing this.
I'll say this: that's a rifle. That's definitely a rifle. It's not even a shotgun. That's a rifle. That's a man killer. Long story short, man, I got into that situation this actual morning. This morning, this happened to me. Right?
You got shot?
Almost. No, I'm just kidding. I didn't get shot.
Oh no!
Let me tell you what happened. So this morning, I'm going to drop off my kids for school, but their mother, when I went to get them, did not pack their clothes. So she was like, "Yeah, they're ready." I get them in the car. They're like, they're ready. Come this morning, they're not actually ready for school. So usually when this happens, I stop by their mother's house, grab their clothes, and drop the kids off at school. This morning, she calls me kind of like frantically. Hey, Kofi. Yeah, what's up? Are you gonna be going into my house today? Yeah, if my kids need help getting ready for school, I'm going to your house. Well, my boyfriend's up there asleep, so I don't want you to go in there. Nigga, what? Okay, I don't know your boyfriend. I don't fucking like him. I don't know. I don't have to, nothing. I've never met this man before. So you want me to send my daughters under the age of 11 into a house with a man to go get changed while he's in there in some kind of level of undress? Absolutely not. I'm going to your house to go make sure my kids are good. And then I go in there. You ain't got no snacks for my kids. I'm going to buy them some snacks too. So she's like, I'm going to get a protective order because you went in my house. I said, good luck. Good luck. But you see what I'm saying? Like I said, and here's the other thing about that. Let me ask, because I wanted Steph. Where's Steph at? Where's Steph, man? Is Steph gone?
I think he's using his.
He dropped off.
You looking for a fellow baby daddy?
I need a fellow baby daddy for this, but I'm gonna throw it to Logic on this one. Logic. You drop your daughters. You're trying to take your daughters to school. You got to stop by their mother's house. She says, "My boyfriend's in there, who you haven't met." Do you send your children in there by themselves, or do you go with them?
I'm gonna go with how I feel about the mother. You know what I'm saying? If I trust the mother, then I probably would, they have their own room and I trust the mother. You know what I'm saying? If I trust the mother, I probably met him already. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Yeah. So, but if I don't trust the mother and I haven't met him, then yeah, I'm gonna go in the house. There's no harm in sitting on the couch while they get dressed. No harm in it.
But this is why I say females control all situations. Because let's say, yes, okay, she does have a dude in the crib who's her boyfriend, and the boyfriend and the baby father have not exchanged yet. Okay, if you feel this comfortable to have this nigga laying up in your crib, shouldn't he meet the father of your kids? Like, shouldn't that be an exchange that's supposed to happen? And if it hasn't happened yet, okay, all right, I have this man in my house. I've been dating him. You haven't met him yet. I would like for you guys to meet. Boom, boom, bam. Hi, how you doing? Handshake. As long as nobody's ignorant, that should happen.
So let me explain. Let me explain a little bit further. When I go in the house, I'm respectful. I stay in the living room. You know what I'm saying? Let my kids do their thing. I hear this nigga get up. A whole nigga now. Get up. Walk to the door of the bedroom and lock the shit. Nigga.
What, his bedroom? The bedroom he's in?
The bedroom he's in. Now, mind you, again, my thing about that is this. I think that speaks to the character of a man. If a man walks into my girlfriend's house while I'm sleeping, my black ass is going to see who the fuck it is. Yes. I don't give a fuck about none of that other shit.
He knows who it is, cool boy.
Yo, but here's the thing, right? But that's what I'm saying. What kind of man sits back? Oh, let me lock the door real quick. I don't want him to see me. Nigga.
I don't think it's a level of see me. I think it's a level of, mentally he probably just like, look, y'all got y'all privacy, I got mine.
It could be that, or it could be one or two things as well. Because some men, they just want pussy and they don't really want to be involved with the bitch like that. So some men, they're like, hey, I'm fucking this bitch right now, but I don't know about her baby daddy and the kids. I don't really want to do all that. I'm gonna lock this door so I stay out of it type shit. Or it could, like you said, the privacy thing is
My fault, be good. You
No, I was gonna say that's something that she has to assess. The woman is controlled at all times. Because even if she should have been like, oh, well, he upstairs. Well, why won't he come down? Or at least come downstairs. Even if a nigga come downstairs, cross his eyes, say hi for 5 minutes, and go back upstairs.
She wasn't there. She was already at work, and she was expecting me to send my kids into this house with this stranger.
Oh, this is his character on Front Street.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm like, bro. What the fuck is going on? Like, it's no. I would let that shit ride.
That nigga wanted to go to sleep peacefully. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
he wanted to go back to sleep peacefully. He didn't want to think that no nigga was gonna walk in there. He didn't want to walk.
He had no plans for that. He had no plans for that.
I'm going back to bed. I'm gonna lock this door. Nobody's coming in here.
Right.
If y'all knock, just let me know if the house is on fire.
Right.
Yo, but like I said, that should, like, for me, if I was a woman, that would be a red flag for me. Nigga, a nigga walked in my house and you ain't come out and check this nigga? You know what I'm saying?
But somebody say hi, hello, something. Like,
you think she text that nigga and say, yo, my kids and my baby father coming?
Maybe she did. And here's my other thing about that. If my girl tells me, yo, my baby daddy's coming over, just stay in the room. Nah. You don't get to tell me that I can't approach no man.
That's how Schoolboy wanted to be.
No, Schoolboy's trying to alleviate this type of situation from happening.
Exactly. Okay? You get what I'm going.
Approach real men, and real women do not allow or create chaos between men, because real women know, like, bitches, females cat fight, females go back and forth, females, they may tussle. When it comes to men versus men, usually somebody's life is at stake.
Listen, I understand what you're saying as far as, like, he should want to know who's in the house, but I believe he knew who was in the house, and he don't want to meet you while he just finished busting it down early in the morning. He probably sleepy. He don't want to meet you. He in his drawers. He probably got, you know what I mean? He don't want to meet you right now.
He don't have to meet him. He can just come out and say hi.
Yo, that's fair.
Him.
Yo, all of that's fair. All that's fair, right? But as a man, if I'm gonna be in a woman's house with her kids and I'm watching her kids and having game time with them and eating pizza and shit, I feel funny about doing all that shit and that nigga's knocking at the door or he outside and I'm gonna stay inside. I don't want to say nothing. Like, nah, nigga.
So what you gonna do? You gonna go in the living room, pour yourself some Kool-Aid out of spite?
Oh no, not at all. Not at all. My
morning wood.
Walking
around wood in your sweatpants.
My thing is this, right? My thing is this. I'm gonna walk out there and however I'm dressed, a shirt and a t-shirt. What's up, bro? Just wanted to shake your hand. I know I'll be up in here. I'm around your kids. So I didn't want you to think I was just some random dude. All right, bro. Have a good day. And it's over with. Like, it don't even have to be extra. I think that's high school to be like, let me hide this dude, but I'm not hiding this dude from my kids. But I am hiding this dude from my kid's father.
Exactly.
Like,
he wasn't hiding, Schoolboy. He wasn't.
I'm not saying. No. I'm not saying he's worried. I'm not saying he's hiding. I'm saying that that's the situation that she's creating. Again,
she should absolutely have introduced you. She should absolutely introduce you to do it if you go in the house.
Rant.
You know what I mean? I agree with that. She should introduce you. But if she didn't yet, and you come in the house and I'm laying in the bed, I'm locking the door. I'm going.
You locking the door too? See,
now,
if I would have been on,
if I would have been on place, because if that was me, I'm not gonna lie, I might lock the door too, depending on who this man is to me.
Yo, let me explain something to you. Because I was on my, like, let's get the kids to school shit this morning, and I wasn't on my let me call this nigga out at the house real quick shit. We had a good morning, and I really wasn't on that shit. But my thing is, don't let it bubble up till we got a situation like this. Let's go ahead and get that shit out the way. You know what I'm saying? Especially since you're so serious about it. In my opinion, I felt like that was a move to let me know I'm really not interested in her like that. So I'm not going to make no waves. She told me to stay in the room. I'm going to mind my business and stay in here because I'm probably going to be out in a few months anyway.
Mm-hmm.
All of that might be true. I just don't think that if just because I spent the night and I'm still there in the morning and the kids got to come get changed and shit and go to school and they with their father.
Yo,
I got a question, Schoolboy.
She was telling me to send my kids into this house with this strange man. Like, my kids aren't even 11 yet. Why would I send my
question, Schoolboy. You don't think he could have locked the door out of respect for you?
No, I feel again, no. I mean, if it was, I still feel like that was a sucker move because, again, I don't give a fuck what's going on. She's telling me she got issues and shit. Like, there's a man in the house that I'm in, and I wasn't expecting this man, or I was. But now that he's here, I'm not going to be sitting in the room like I don't want to be seen, because you're not going to just be walking around here. I don't know what you're doing in there. You know what I'm saying? Let me at least shake. I want to shake your hand and check your demeanor. You know what I'm saying? You want some sucker shit?
And you're around my kids, so yeah.
But that's what you want to do, right? So my thing is, we could do all that, and I'm gonna play devil's advocate, right? We could do all that when I'm not fucking scratching my balls in the morning, my dude. I'll catch you.
You don't have no fucking job. Get your ass up and get out the house, nigga.
I'll catch you. Yeah, but that's not your man. That's not your boyfriend. So it don't matter. It don't matter how you feel about the nigga. I'll catch you. You know what I'm saying? When it's time to catch you. When I'm up, dressed, alert, etc. Then I'll speak to you. Outside of that, nobody needs to come in this fucking room. Just like I don't need to come out the room. What am I coming out the room for? They're coming out to get dressed.
But it's
school. I don't want to come out a room and see somebody running from one room to the next by accident. You know what I mean? Now I'm the weirdo. No, I'm going back to bed and I'm going to sleep peacefully with this door locked. Because nobody.
Okay. Like I said, I'm not built like a lot of the niggas like that. I wouldn't be doing that shit.
But see, I blame the female, because if she has this man in her crib already, that exchange should have happened between these two men prior to her just sending her kids inside to get someone that they don't know.
And y'all know I don't pull no punches when it comes to bum bitches, right? This woman tells me, the kids are gonna have a game night with my boyfriend tonight. Why do I need to know that? So you're doing the extra shit to throw it in my face, but you're also telling me we can't meet. So they have to stay at your house a couple minutes later so y'all can finish up game night.
And I was gonna say, that's how you know it's extra shit right there, because it's one thing to inform somebody just because you want somebody to be aware of who's gonna be around your child just for purposes, period. And it's another thing to say something but not authentically follow it up, being like, let's have these people meet, let's have these people let's have these people engage on the phone, whatever the case may be. Like, I blame her. I really do.
Obviously she trying to get him jealous.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
But like I told, because she's like, oh, I think you're gonna make a big deal, and like I told her, like I don't bark on the trash man for picking up my recycling and shit. So why am I gonna bark on your boyfriend because y'all together now? That shit don't bother me. You know what I'm saying? Do your thing. My thing is my kids. Are my kids cool? How do you know this nigga? How long have you known the nigga?
Absolutely, y'all need to meet. But I agree that if y'all didn't meet yet, that might have not been the moment.
Oh, this morning wasn't the moment. Okay, cool. But again, if I'm in my girlfriend's house, I'm laying down. Nigga walks in, basing it out. I'm definitely gonna poke my head out. Hey, bro, you all right? You know what I'm saying?
That's because
and I'm not having that. If it's my crib, I'm not having niggas intertwined without me being involved. I'm not gonna have that.
That's the responsible thing to do. And the thing about it was, it's not like we didn't know the kids were going to school this morning. It's not like we didn't know that. You didn't pack the kids no clothes, and I always come over to the house because the crib is like 15 minutes away. Like,
and even if it wasn't planned, even if it was an emergency situation, you make arrangements. If people don't know each other, they don't know each other. And especially when it comes to men being involved, men's lives usually become at risk because men approach things differently. Anything can happen between men. It's not just going to be a cat fight like how it is with women most of the time.
But that being said, I'm not going anywhere. This is the thing about me, right? So this man right here in the black in that video, he probably didn't wake up that morning and think, I'm going to be fighting a felony murder charge. You know what I'm saying? And I go into these situations like Logic. You know about the situation that happened a few months ago. I go into these situations verbal. Don't put your fucking hands on me, but you're going to get these words, and you're not going to like them. And that's okay. Keep your hands to yourself. And that being said, I don't know, and one last thing. That being said, I don't know this man, so I really have no gripe against him. I'm not going to go up there barking on this nigga because I don't know him. I have no reason to do that. There's no reason at all.
But also, on the flip side, you're also saying that if you were the other guy and the shoe was on the other foot, you would come out like you got some kind of stake in that house. You only been with the shorty for a few months, if that.
But again, according to her, they're so close together that my children have to spend time with this man.
I'll meet you when the time is right. Listen, but if you was that guy, you would come out in your fucking gray sweatpants, talking about, hi, nice to meet you. Nobody don't want to meet you this morning, nigga. The fuck out of here. And
That's fine. Hey yo,
that's the type of shit that led to this shit right here.
No, it didn't.
Nigga laying on the floor.
No,
Yo.
you know what? This bitch is on some bullshit because
You
I
brought
can't
yourself
stand this
to that,
bitch.
boy.
This bitch sat in the fucking car while this shit is happening. Like, what the fuck is happening right now?
Yeah, but you know what? This is the thing. This is the thing. They're not used to these type of games. These are the games that we play. You know what I'm saying?
I know, nigga games.
Like nigga game. Everybody gonna be up in the mix trying to separate people, get in the. You know what I'm saying? Niggas ain't sit back just filming. You know what I'm saying? When the shit about to go down. And then the other thing about it was when he pulled the gun out. Here's my other thing. You pulled the gun out, my dude. You're out here in these streets without no gun. A man points a rifle at you. That is not the time to be Superman.
So listen. I do want to, because we didn't really speak about it much. So let's talk about it. But I want to catch up with some of the comments really quick. All right. So C-Dot says, "Good morning. Good morning, C-Dot. Always
good morning. Good morning.
Good morning, C-Dot.
Always good to see the fan favorite C-Dot up here." Laura Vels in the league says, Chad Reed's last words were, "Well, at least I don't have to see your ugly ass no more."
Yes.
Miss Ravioli believes that they're crisis actors.
Wow.
We'll get to that part in a minute. As far as everybody's, hold on, cut my mic. We'll get to that part in a minute. I just want to read the comments in regards to what Schoolboy just put on the table. HB2N says Schoolboy baby mama needs to be checked for demonic possession. And Sunflower Sky says always err on the side of caution. I agree. And let me see. Okay, well, I'll read that in a minute. Lorvell says if a woman is chaotic, leave her. All right. And Miss Ravioli says maybe he just doesn't want to initially meet Schoolboy under those circumstances. All right. It's one of those rare moments where me and Miss Ravioli agree. All right. And Sunflower Skies, Sleazy Aki says, I have a few stories on this. Laugh out loud. Yes, he does. And Sunflower Sky quotes me when she says, pour out a glass of Kool-Aid out of spite. And Mia F. Baby says, hey, Ranters, good morning, sister. Always good to see you. Hope everything is well with you. I see you making big moves out there, and we are very proud of you. And you know you have a home up here. Living Ishe Review says, sounds like you're not over the baby mothers, Schoolboy.
Oh, listen, you already know I can address that. That's not a fact. I mean, if that's the simplest answer to this situation, and it just doesn't really met out because again, there are reasons why, and I can list those reasons why it's never going to work. I'm not upset about her moving on. I am upset about her not doing her due diligence when it comes to the safety of my children, and this isn't the first time. So this is the reason why I'm going to check her about that shit. I mean, mind you, we damn near winning, right? This woman sent these kids to my house with no jacket. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is the type of person I'm dealing with. So if you're not going to put jackets on your kids, I'm having to hound you about doing your kids' hair. They don't really, have the best hygienic practices, and you're not helping them with it. Then no, I don't trust you with this random nigga you brought at the house. Like, I never call this woman unless it's about the kids at all. So that's why I'm like, when I call her, she's like, hello. Like, I really want to talk. No. Don't hello me. Where are my kids? Where are my kids?
And it's good to tell this side of the story because oftentimes we always hear the baby mama complaining about the black man not doing what he's supposed to do. Man, and so here it is, a black man doing, and this is what he has to encounter. So,
all right. Living in Shade also says the mother needs to set a proper meeting of this guy if this guy is going to stay in her life. And I agree. And Ms. Ravioli says Schoolboy is clearly bothered. He definitely is to be congratulated for going into the house with Mr. Unknown inside. I agree with that as well. I definitely agree with you going inside. Me personally, I'm not, going to force the meeting at that moment. I'll catch you in the evening. I'll catch you whenever. But
I'm gonna tell you like this: if I don't meet that man, me and that young lady need to have a conversation. Yo,
that's a fact.
You got this man in the house ambushing me and shit. I'm trying to sleep. I don't know what the fuck is going on. The door opens up and everybody's in the house and you at work. You know what I'm saying? You knew this was going to happen. So why did you? But see, I feel like the type of person that this person deals with is not going to ask those questions. That's concerning to me. Like, we're all adults. Like, let's act like adults. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I'm looking for.
All right. Living in Shade Review says the new guy never knows what the ex is capable of. I'm not getting caught in my boxes.
Hey,
I agree with that too.
Don't get ready, baby. Don't get ready, baby. Stay ready. You come up in my house, I'm ready, baby. I'm sleeping up in this motherfucker. My girl living here too. I'm ready, baby. You come up in this bitch, basing it out. What's going on?
I'm not gonna tell all schoolboys business, but you know, I'm gonna say that she probably done said some shit that scared the shit out of that nigga. You know what I mean? And it's not domestic violence and none of that shit.
Nah.
But you know, like Schoolboy said, he can get verbal. You know what I'm saying? And
I'm gonna talk my shit, man. I mean, my thing, and again,
but she gonna have to take. She gonna have to eat it when you do get a real woman in your life, and you do, you know, have a real woman holding shit down, teaching your daughters great things, and being a great role model. She gonna have to eat it.
That's not gonna go over well. It's not gonna go over well.
Long story short, because I think that you know, I know that she watches this show from time to time. You know, I'm not trying to fight you, guy. You know, but it is kind of weird that you haven't gallivanted around our kids. And
listen, man, he probably didn't even wash his hands yet. You want to shake this nigga hands? It's COVID, Schoolboy.
No, because my stepfather and my father, when they first met, my stepfather came. Well, he wasn't even my stepfather at that time. He was, my mom and him wasn't married, but he came out, and that's why his story's funny, because he came out. He had a t-shirt and boxes on. Came out and he shook my dad's hand. My dad was like, "Hey, you doing?"
Yeah, because,
you know, my dad just stand up nice, and my dad just like, "Hey, how you doing?" Whatever, you know. My dad make jokes like, "You were better than me," type shit.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. I'm definitely on that. That's a good one.
But my dad was a lighthearted person. He had a lighthearted exchange. He was happy to see that my mom had moved on and had gotten remarried, and I was now living with, you know, my mom and this man. So he wanted to know who this man was, even though he wasn't living in the house with his daughter.
If you in your drawers, I'm giving you a fist bump at most.
Come on, this man is at home. He in his boxes. He in his, you know, his
scratched his crotch. He probably scratched his crotch right before he shook his.
I don't know.
Yo, I think anybody who knows me personally knows I'm not really on that rah-rah shit all the time. But when it comes to my kids, man, I would be. Long story short, as long as there's a respectful exchange, why am I going to go out of my way to cause a problem? Mm-hmm. Because after y'all cause a problem and this nigga's all mad because I punched him in his eye or some shit like that, now he has to look at my kids through a little slit and shit like that. He's gonna be feeling some kind of way when he sees my daughter who looks a lot like me.
This the thing, Schoolboy. She probably done made you out to be this big monster and all of that shit.
That's cool. That's cool. But as a man, you're not supposed to let no woman's opinion about some other man influence your decision to.
Yes.
I'm not rolling around with nobody on the floor like Borat in my drawers. I'm gonna catch you in the day.
Okay.
This is like 6, 7 in the morning, I'm sure, right?
But the problem is that's a lasting effect. Like all of these are lasting effects on the kids. Because now I think about the kids in this video. Now they have to deal with not having their father no more.
They have to look at this nigga every day.
Now they gotta be with a man who killed their father
in front of them.
Yo,
so they was looking out the window somewhere or something.
Right. And like you said, what about the kids, right? So now my kids think, okay, mom has a boyfriend that we know and we're really cool with, but we have to make sure that we don't talk about the boyfriend and what happens at that house with the boyfriend with dad. That's dangerous, nigga. Like, I'm talking directly to your dumb ass. That's dangerous. Figure it out.
And I'll have to say it's two things. It's dangerous, but it's also telling of your kids. I said if you pay kids a certain amount, they'll keep secrets. Now, granted, rest in peace to my pops. He was out here being the man that he is in the streets. And he would always keep things in between me and him. He's like, hey, we went here today. Don't say we went there. Like, as a child, and you've lied for your parents before. If your parents say, don't say this, you're going to not say this for your parents, mom and dad. Something like I've done that. So I get the idea of kids being told what to do, but just for a safety mechanism beyond the kids, between just the adults, that understanding has to, be met versus just being, petty shit that you don't want kids to be telling your business about, So
I kind of agree with V, you know what I'm saying? But Megan says essentially the men should have met before the boyfriend met the kids, period. Yes. I agree with Megan. I really do agree with that. I don't think anybody should meet the children unless you know that you're about to marry that person, period. You know what I'm saying? I think
they knew each other for like 2 or 3 months, and this one was telling me like we being real intentional and shit. Shut your ass up. Get out my face with that dumb shit.
Yeah, I think
God, it cringes me.
Yeah, I think that's real problematic. Virginia Sims says everyone was so casual after I slumped. It was another Tuesday in the trailer park. He like, yeah, I told him, and even his shorty was having like a conversation with the killer.
It's like, did you hear how casual she said? She's like, well, I guess we gotta call 911. Like,
She should have told that. She should have told that.
None of y'all should be here. None of y'all should be here. I asked you to leave. I did everything. I did not want to do any of this.
Oh, yo. Do you see how smoothly he sat down to take a better angle of this nigga slumped? Did y'all see that shit? That nigga got slumped and she got into a better angle to get this nigga.
And everybody else in the court.
This could have really been prevented.
Your man Muhammad X Shakur having a ball watching this video. Let me rewind it one more time.
God damn it, I'll take it from you.
Call 911. Call 911. Call 911. Call 911. Call 911.
That really sounds like a rubber bullet, though.
Yeah.
Have it on video, Kyle. You did it.
She know his name and everything. I have it on video, Kyle.
Right.
I have it on video, Kyle.
Now remember, the bigger part about it is that the man who shot this other man is married to another woman. So they're actually illegally cohabitating at the moment. And he's messing up his marriage vows. He's gonna be paying all kind of alimony after this shit. Like it's going down. It's going down. And like I said, this woman could have always texted, "Hey, the boy ain't here. He's at his grandmother's house. Don't even come here."
Muhammad X Shakur says, "Happy Monday, people." He's in a good mood, seeing white folks shoot white folks. Good morning, Muhammad X Shakur.
No comment.
Happy Monday.
I'm just saying we got to stop this white on white violence, man. It's actually becoming an issue.
Do we?
Living Ishay Review says it's always a cow.
Yo! I didn't even get that shit.
Are we running down on cows today? Like, so cows is just fucking shit up in the world.
That's definitely the new shit. A white boy shoots somebody, that's a cow.
So we're not focused on Karens anymore. We're focused on the Kyles.
No, Karens are dangerous because the Karen was taking the video and getting into a better shot, and the cow was doing the shooting. You know what I'm saying?
Kyles are always doing the shootings.
There were two Karens there, but notice how she was more nonchalant. But if that was like a black guy that was just kind of like jogging in front of her house, she would have been screaming on the top of her house. Right, but she just watched her dude get shot. I got it on video, cow. That's a polite way to talk to your husband's murderer. That's some polite shit right there.
Like I said, she got into a better position. This one talking about calling 911. No one has checked on this man to see if he's still alive, breathing, or anything.
No one turned him over, tried to I was just like, damn, okay, even if you had to shoot a nigga and you didn't plan on shooting a nigga, at least
try to save him.
Yeah, I felt like he just shot him and just stood there like.
C-Dot says cows stay starting shit.
But you know what? I think there's a silver lining here because now that this man has reached the ethereal realms, he's now able to oversee his children and that household in a more I don't know.
Wait, say that again. What's
the silver lining? Now that he's moved to the ethereal realm, you know what I'm saying? He's a ghost now, so now he can cruise through the house. You know, he can see everything that's going on. You know what I'm saying? That nigga walking down the stairs, he could trip him or some shit. You know what I mean? Like, he got a lot of options now.
And I hope that woman does get custody of those children.
Oh, yeah.
Because why should the children have to stay in the house with someone who murdered someone? Why
would they have to be with a stepmother instead
of? They don't have to be with her either. You know, they don't have to be with. They could be with another family member. I could stay with that.
It's not a stepmother because they were married, right? They were married, so that's his wife. And
the stepmother is the one in the car.
Yeah, and he's married. He's married to the man who got shot. So,
that's still a stepmother. That's what makes it a stepmother.
That's his wife, though. That's his wife. They're one.
That's what makes it a stepmother when they married. If they weren't married, that would just be the bitch their father was dating.
That's my point. That's my point. They're one, and the father wanted his kids.
Right, as he should. There's nothing wrong with that. I feel like it's they. But
like I said, when it comes to the Civil War thing, man, like the first thing that we're gonna see is the civil society start to break down. We've been seeing it. Now we're seeing it right at the granular level. You know, white families are being torn apart by senseless gun violence, in ways that we're seeing in other places in the country. If this happened in a side street in Chicago, we'd be talking about gun violence in Chicago. You know what I'm saying? Are we talking about this gun violence in Utah or whatever the hell, wherever they are? You know what I'm saying? Like, I need to see problems, man.
I believe it was Texas. I'll double check, but I believe it was
Texas. Texas. It was Texas. It was Texas. So, you know what I'm saying? What about the gun violence in Texas?
So, Ishay says, Miss Ravioli, I ain't see no blood.
Oh, my God. Y'all niggas is looking for white men blood in the morning?
I think they want to believe this is crisis actors. So that's what Miss Ravioli was saying, that they're crisis actors. So
I think I did see blood, though, to be honest with you.
Does anybody want to entertain that? Or
I was looking for the blood, too. I'm not going to lie. Now, look, because he slumped over, right?
There's some blood, man. There's some blood. He leaking.
That man is not moving, though.
No, he leaking.
Where do you see the blood at, though?
Okay, let me show you.
So I think what happened was when he got shot, he turned around and looked to that chair and was like, "Let me go sit down, man. Maybe sit down."
So there's like a part of the wood that's light in the beginning, and it kind of
gets darker.
But it could be the shadow. I don't know. It could be the shadow. But depending on the type of bullet and all that, sometimes
he do got a sweater on, so it could have soaked up a lot.
Yeah, sometimes the type of it takes a little minute sometimes, but blood doesn't always get the squirting and shit like that. You know what I mean? Like a movie and all that. Ishay, you were in the Army. Can you elaborate with us and let us know sometimes the blood doesn't always just splatter all over the goddamn place? Slim, you were in the Army as well. Tell us something. Virginia Slim says, and nothing of value was lost. Yeah, some cold.
Tragic.
Cold, man. Cold blooded.
Like I say, I think that was actually, this is a situation where we could say this happened because the father wasn't in the house.
I mean, I think it happened because they both had hot heads and nobody was just trying to let cooler heads prevail. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, you say get out of here. My children aren't here according to y'all. I could take it to court or I could stand here and argue and scream in your face all day. You know what I'm saying? Or I could tell you to tell me where they are so I can go pick them up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So just like the one guy didn't think he was going to be fighting a murder charge when he woke up, I bet you the other dude didn't think he was going to die.
Yeah, going to get his fucking kids.
Right. But sometimes we get so heated in the moment. We think we fucking Superman. You know what I'm saying? And we think that because we're right, we have a moral vest on, like your man Castro, rest in peace, said once. He said they asked him why he doesn't wear a bulletproof vest. He said I have a moral vest on.
Boy, I need to go get me some moral bullets, goddamn, just in case I run across one of them moral niggas, boy.
All right, you put that moral vest against some fucking real ass bullets. Let's see what
Right.
I don't think real bullets.
I'll be honest. Last time I went out in the world, was puffing up my chest and barking on niggas, I definitely was on some more vet shit because I had no real options there in terms of I wasn't gonna protect myself like that. So I just went up there empty-handed with a sweater on. Like I bet you I won't though. And it's just not the best way to go about life, man. I'm too old for that shit. And next time I'll be sure to bring some protection.
Loveville says Kyle got some ass for killing Mr. Reed that night.
He did.
He did fuck him. I know her fucking messy ass definitely sucked his dick that night. I know she did. And that's a huge problem.
Yeah, man.
B, you were trying to say something though.
I was, and I think I lost my point. I really did.
Let's get to your topics before we get up out of here. I know. Thank you all for staying with us. We started late, but we giving you a whole 2 hours. It would seem. You want me to pull up your article, V, and everything?
Yes, you can.
Which one you want me to start with?
I put it on the Ranters Union.
All right, so we'll start there. All right, so next up is the thought topics with V Smiles. All right, so you just get everything situated right here. Get all this shit off the screen. Thank you all for being with us so far. This has been the morning rant. We appreciate y'all. We having fun, but it's not done. So let's get it. Next up is Thought Topics with V Smile.
Good morning, peoples. This is your girl Vanessa Smiles, and I'm here to report a story that I put on the Renters Union this morning because it struck me in so many ways. Yes, it stuck out to me. We don't really have too much information about the details. Only really, I'm going off of what I'm seeing in this video. Now, this video was posted by the Grand Report. It's a video that goes viral of a middle-aged African woman who got caught up with a white male recently in a hotel hallway, screaming and fighting. Allegedly, this woman is claiming that she was supposed to be paid for sex, and now this man is trying to escape without paying her. This incident seems as if it's taking place during the daytime because you can see a lot of hotel guests, and there are some hotel employees that are trying to assist her at the moment. And she still refused their help. There was even one lady who just tried to offer her a towel because the African lady is in the hallway naked fighting. And she refuses the towel because she doesn't want to let go of the white man because she wants to make sure that she can get her money. I just basically really, really feel strong about this story because I feel like this white man is trying to do her wrong and it's not right. But I got some questions for y'all at the end of this because we got to talk about like free pussy. Because it's a problem. It's a problem out here. Logic, can we please play the video?
I got you. It's acting a little janky, so I'm gonna go to the real link.
Yes, there's a link that I did put there. I only
got it. When I clicked it went to it. I got it.
But yeah, she's in the hotel lobby fighting naked. So it's definitely alarming. You guys can check it out.
All right, my fault. It's still acting janky. My fault.
No, it's gonna come up. But yeah, but basically. No, I was just gonna say, like, because a lot of the question now is a lot of females are putting worth on their bodies, worth in their pussies, and men are saying what they will and won't pay for. So for me, I think that this white man thought he had an agreement with this lady. She says that she has screenshots of Ubers that he sent her Uber to come there, and that he had screenshots of an agreement that was made between him and her. So he agreed to pay for this, and I believe that he's just trying to skate off free without having any consequences. And I feel like he's standing in the hallway trying to seem innocent, as if this lady is crazy, as if this lady is what she's talking about. I think it's putting up the adult content one. Yes, she's standing in the hallway naked. It's crazy.
We got the video. Let's see.
There we go.
No. My pussy is not for free.
What is going on?
My pussy is not for free. My pussy is not for free. Give money. No. No, that guy, he called me. He fucked me after he go. You run away. Why?
Why?
No.
Okay, please try security.
No.
This is my room. You go to my room, then you said, and you pay your money.
No. My pussy is not for free.
Please.
No. You're going to run away. Why? No.
See, as you can see,
So
I want to figure out what she's holding on to.
Say it again.
I said I wanted to figure out what she's holding on to because it seems like there's a suitcase that's there. There's a bag and there's like some type of sheet attached to the bag she's holding. So if I'm wondering, is she holding her own stuff? Is she holding his stuff? But she's claiming in the video that you took my money. And then the guy was he was just standing there looking, and then the white lady, she was trying to give her the towel, and she's like, no, I have screenshots. I have proof that this man came here to do this. So my question to you guys is she in the right? Well, let me get to the exact way that I posted it. I said, so I posed a question to everyone. Does pussy have a price? And if so, how much does it cost? And is she right to fight for her money in this moment?
I'm gonna go ahead and say, yeah, of course, pussy has a price, right? It just does. Everything has a price. So that's that. The issue that I have with her situation is, unfortunately, there's a couple things I want to say about this. A lot of young women, Africa's a very young continent, and a lot of those young people are broke. So they're saying she's middle aged, so she might be my age, and she ain't got her money together. She out here selling pussy. The issue is that she's selling pussy and didn't get the money beforehand. That's really the problem.
Yeah, and I called her middle aged. The only reason why I called her middle aged, and these are alleged, there's no information on her real details yet. I call her middle aged because I feel like only an experienced hoe would pull a move like this.
Yeah,
an inexperienced hoe
would
would have
just
taken
chopped
the
it up.
L. She would have chopped it up. She would have tried to call the next nigga or whatever the case may be. But this bitch, this was experience. She's like, fuck that. I don't care if I don't have no clothes. Or you think I won't come out here and fuck you up for my money, nigga? Like. So that's why I called her middle age. And by her accent, I'm getting Africa vibes from her accent. But she got some balls and some experience. And I feel like that white man is shocked because I think he's pulled that move several times, but he never expected her to come out and act like that to him.
All right. School, are you answering the question?
Yeah. And another thing about it, like I've been that guy who was supposed to go and get some money, right? For services rendered. And I'm not saying I was pimping, but that's not what's happening. But I've been that person, and it's like, you know, cats really be trying to act like, I don't know what you're talking about. Like, what money? Like, she would not be doing all this shit to rob you because she's not a thief, nigga. She's a hoe. There's a difference. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So you about to give up that money, bro. Yeah, you about to get that money up, man. I don't care if you owe it or not. The money's coming out your pocket. And if I would have been out of pocket, been like, bro, just give her some money, man. You know what I'm saying? I would have made it an issue about him, not her. Like, we don't want her in the hall. If I work at that hotel, we don't want her in the hallway.
Whatever you give it to her, together,
and y'all having some issues, fix that shit and make sure it's good because we don't want no issues in the hotel. Making the hotel hot.
Well, I'm gonna definitely agree with V and say, you know, she should have got the money first. But I believe your question was, does pussy have a price?
Yes. And if so, how much does it cost?
Well, you know, I'm gonna say, you know, clean pussy is priceless. Clean, good pussy is priceless. You know what I'm saying? But
why is it priceless?
Can't put a price on clean, good pussy. It's priceless.
It costs to clean it.
Yeah, but that don't mean it's still priceless. It's you know what I mean? It's God's gift to the earth. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
I do agree with that.
Yeah, but I'll say, you know, but dirty pussy probably costs about $40.
How did I know that was coming? How did I know?
$40 exactly.
And free pussy is never really free. You know what I mean?
That being said, the price is going up. Inflation is hitting an all-time high. It's definitely $50 now.
Free dirty pussy is gonna get you one way or another, right? Yeah. So you know. But that's my take on that. And is she wrong for fighting for her money? No, but she should have collected in the beginning. She definitely should.
Yeah. Put the money on the table.
Yeah, something happened where she ain't that skilled because she fucked up that she got to get the whole way from
the issue is he probably, you know what I'm saying, because you know the white boys, they do it a little bit different sometimes. He probably took her to dinner, had her have a couple glasses of wine. Who knows what the fuck she was on beforehand?
Probably kissed her in the mouth.
Yeah, all of that. So he's doing this, and she's feeling like, okay, we're cool, kinda. He's not going to do that to me.
Because he was saying in the video, you notice he said, I let you come into my room. He said that to her. He's like, okay. I let you come into my room. Yeah, so that was his room that she was in. And it looked like he was putting her out. That's what it looked like to me, that he was putting her out. And something happened to that. But I just say, like, hoes get caught up out there because she's not thinking right. She, you know, she's in these situations because she's not either vetting the people or she's not putting her security in place.
And here's the other unfortunate thing. She seemed like she was about to cry about this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
no, I think she was more mad than anything. I don't think she
was. That's fair, but you don't know if she has a pimp about to beat her ass about that shit.
Probably. That's probably why she
was fighting because she like, I'll fight your ass. I'm not going to fight his ass.
But that's why when Logic said that Africa has a lot of countries that are kind of fairly new when it comes to a lot of things.
Schoolboy said
that. Oh, you said that. Sorry. Africa has a very young population, and a lot of, you know, it's been devastated by war and disease. So you got a lot of orphans and a lot of people without a whole lot of guidance. So even these, you know, our middle-aged hot girl.
Yeah, she's trying to figure it out. Like,
she might have just, you know, got into the game during COVID, and you know, her manager stepped away for a minute, and she don't know what to do. So, you know.
Yeah, so she got to find the whole way for her shit.
Yeah. Virginia Slim says, second time Logic mentioned kissing broads in the mouth today. Lavelle says, Project Pussy was $25 during pandemic. some ex-co-workers brought some pussy, they keep going back.
Oh my god.
Okay. Sleazy Aki says $47. A nigga called me last week for 47 to borrow $47. Had to be pussy or drugs. And Living Shay says she holds Kyle in high regards, though thought he was a stand-up dude. I was thinking that too. She probably thought he had the complexion for the, for the giving him the benefit of the doubt. You know what I mean? Oh, this man, he's gonna pay me. He's gonna pay. And then she found out the hard way that he's not paying you. You know what I mean? So also Virginia Slim says you don't pay for upfront for the goods? ? I mean, you're supposed to. You're supposed to, right? Queen Elizabeth says, do you see that woman's hair? Damn right she gonna get her money. She wasn't sloppy either. He knew what it was. He definitely knew what it was.
And her body's on point. I have to say, her body is on point. She looked like she can pull them like in a certain financial bracket. And I feel like if you look closely, it's not a white dude. That's an Asian dude.
Right.
And I'm not here with the Asian hate train, but Asians do have a certain disposition when it comes to black people. It's on some fuck you shit. And someone said, yeah, he looks Asian. That's what I thought too. I thought he looked Asian.
And this is the other
fuck
thing.
You pay me type shit. Like
The whole world says fuck black people, but yeah.
Right. I had a situation the other day with a young lady who we without giving out too much of the details, we had met another person, and this person turned out to be a Trump supporter. She was going in about him being a Trump supporter, and she looking at me like, how come you're not gonna say nothing? He a Trump supporter. And I was like, I don't give a shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That don't really bug me like that. You know what I mean? And I went, I said I got a drink and I got some other goods and I left. Right? And she stayed. Next morning she's like, yeah, I fucked him. And I'm like, what happened? What happened? And this is my thing. This is my thing, right? You know what I mean? Like with the Asian and stuff like that, we talk about Asian hate, this, and the third. Yo, you gotta treat these people how they act towards you. You can't keep giving, like, I don't understand these hoes giving it up to these white dudes and these Asians. No, in full way, they don't really fuck with you like that.
At all.
If you didn't know before, you know now. And you're still doing this shit? Like, what you gonna do?
That's why I blame her at the same sense, because she's one of many females who have gotten done dirty by men outside of their race. And they always have that same look that she got on her face, that dumbass look like, oh my God, I can't believe. Yep, yes, believe, bitch. Yep, this nigga dicked you down, came on you, did all kinds of nasty, degrading shit to you, and he's about to curb your ass too. Like,
right.
It wasn't nothing but a sexual fucking fantasy. It was a fucking fetish to that man.
You know, it is what it is, man. And so that's why I always tell, the young ladies who I deal with, and they about that life. Yo, these are not your friends. These are not your friends. You're not hanging out. You're at work. Get your money. You know
and go.
Get your money and go. That's the best advice I can give you, because I'm not going to be there to help. I'm just saying.
In regards to the topic before, Living in Shade says true, depends on the weapon. There won't necessarily be a splatter right away. Thank you for confirming that. And Lorville says, what happened after did she get paid? We don't think she got paid. We don't have an update.
I'm gonna go ahead and say, because I know how sometimes when Africans get down when there's foreigners around, they probably told her, hey, quiet down. Go get some fucking water. All right. Sir, are you okay? Are you okay, sir?
Yo, notice the video though. Think about this though. There was a black dude who looked like he worked there because he had a suit on. The black dude literally walked past, like, excuse me. And then there's the white lady who stopped to try to help. And my problem with this is even the person who's filming this, they're filming her. Mostly. They're not really they barely caught that guy's face on camera, which I don't like. At the same time, it's already racial. You can tell it's this black girl standing in the middle, all these white people coming for her, but she don't even see this shit because she's just so focused on her money. Like, bitch, it's beyond the money now. These people might be able to try to charge you with something now.
Right,
Get out of there.
And that black man walked by because I'm not losing my job over that hoe. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck? No. Listen, get your money on, girl. But I got to go set up this table over here for ballroom 3, and I don't have time for the games.
Queen Elizabeth says, get that head, get that bread.
Then leave.
Okay.
Then leave.
I don't think the prostitutes is getting head, but I hear you. I hear you, Queen Elizabeth.
Some of them are. Please believe that. The white boys get down a little bit different.
No, okay. Redemption says true. V, she agrees. And while we at it, speaking about Asians and what is that the last topic? Well,
Oh,
go ahead.
no, it's okay. We can do that one another time.
All right. So, with that being said, I just wanted to say, when it comes to Asians and Africans, that politics that we spoke of earlier, I just want to I just want to mention this in case anyone doesn't know. So, apparently, China took over Uganda's only international airport. All right, China took over Uganda's international airport, and Uganda is a popular place when it comes to travel, whether it's just vacation or missionary work. And I'll just play this short video right here for us to see.
Chinese lenders have rejected Uganda's request to renegotiate a toxic clause in the $207 million loan used to expand the airport in the capital. Uganda has defaulted on debt repayment, triggering a takeover from lender Export Import Bank from China. The loan was contracted in November 2015, and at the time, the Ugandan government waived international immunity, exposing the airport to a future takeover without international protection. Entebbe International Airport is Uganda's only international airport and handles over 1.9 million passengers per year.
All right, is that our future here in the States?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I think what happened was, and you know what's been happening a lot,
Mhm.
these Chinese people have been doing a lot of mining and stuff like that, and they've been getting checked by certain countries at certain times. And I think that they pulled this move in Uganda as a message to the rest of the African nations. Don't try this bullshit or we'll really take over this shit. Like we trying to work with y'all, but don't fucking play me because I'll come take this whole shit. Like, and that's what they did.
Taking control of the airport in particular, is really strategic.
That's a start.
Yeah, really saying a lot. You know what I mean? It's like, yo, you're not even going to leave this motherfucking country to go anywhere internationally if we don't agree with that shit after all this money. So I don't know. But with that being said, would you still take a loan from China? Would you do it?
Aren't we already doing that subsequently?
Oh, yeah, we would. But would you, as the mayor of Nigga Town, would you take a loan to, increase the amenities of living in Nigga Town? Would you take that loan from China, V?
As the mayor of Nigga Town, we taking all loans, PPE loans, SBAs, grants. As the mayor of Nigga Town, this is what we do. We take loans.
Yeah, so, Nigga Town will be Chinatown next week. Mark my words.
All right. Virginia Slim says, shaking my head, they swap one group of colonizers for another.
Yo, I'm not trying to be funny when I say this shit, man, but I've been around African people when they're around white people and Asian and non-black people.
Oh,
a lot of those people are very, very, very coonish.
Yes.
And all the way up to obviously the president, because what presidential advisor said, all right, we've got one international airport, we're going to take out a loan for $200 million. We don't need any international protection in Uganda. Nigga, what? So obviously somebody got paid off that fucking big nigga hat he had on. He probably had a bunch of checks in the top of that shit. But that's what happened. You know what I'm saying? He sold his country out. And here's the thing. This is what I think is gonna happen in Africa. Like I said, Africa's a young country. Do you think the niggas that we got here in 2021 are fit to do this shit for another 50 years? Hell to the no. Hell to the no. We're gonna watch Africa burn for a second round. Just like we just watched America burn for a round here, and we got more rounds coming up. That's what's going to happen over the next 50 years. I think that's going to be the chaos factor in the world is these people who are young, their opportunities have been stolen by past generations. They're coming to take their shit, and they're going to steal. And I think they should, honestly.
All right, fair enough. Yo, salute to everybody who checked in this morning. You know what I mean? Chill with us and talk some shit with us. I appreciate you all. I don't want to forget no names, so just know I love you all. I don't want to say one person and forget the next. You dig? But we will be back later this week. I think we're going to hit it on double time because we missed some time coming up to this moment. And of course, starting the new year, we're going to start going back full time, I believe, just as long as we have the support of the people. All right. If not, we'll do a season that we're gonna pitch. I'll just say without saying too much. But this season 4 is just a sound check. All right. So you can expect us to be a little bit more lax, but we will be coming back in season 5 and reboot a little bit of the look and everything else. Loyvel says Nigga Town will turn into General Toast chicken restaurants. Damn, the whole town, Loyvel? The whole town. Jeez.
Okay.
And when we come back Wednesday, I hear the echo. Hold on. Echo. All right. When we come back on Wednesday, we're going to talk a little bit about your man Schoolboy going viral. He went viral between September and now. And we're going to want everybody to participate and continue in him going viral. We'll talk more about that on Wednesday. And, without further ado, we're going to get up out of here. This has been the Morning Rant. Salute. Salute to my panelists, my co-panelists. V Smile, Schoolboy, Steph. I appreciate y'all. Couldn't do it without y'all. Salute to everybody involved with the Morning Rant. Our co-producers, social producers, everybody involved. All right, everybody have a great day. Have a great week. Peace.
Salute.
Bahala Panties, a magnetizing manly musk, hinted with a splash of lightly sweet floral scents that are native to North America. Perfectly engineered to turn heads and tickle her olfactory nerves. No poles are needed when fishing at the pub, but don't forget the bait. Bahala Panties. A 30-milliliter bottle gives you about 600 modded sprays of this new technology to convenience the alpha man in you. Bahala Panties. Get your bottle today. Bahala Panties.
Defies my assistance. Be a rival, they don't care about my rival weight. The 5 mic race, I had to taste what happens after the chase. It's still flame, still the same aim. The time frame ain't the same. Who can blame? Hate by another name takes the fire. Got to save my empire. Money on the wire, control my lane, I aspire. Screams the voice from the choir.
I'm on fire, tortured, even with water. Can't put me out, no. I'm on fire, burning up, true to the game, till I collapse, fire.
Spitting lyrics sicker than Olympic sixes with intentions to get it. I'm not content, just existing isn't living. No one under the sun could ever tell me different. Success is blinded, so I'm guided by my inner vision. I'm pen prolific, the fiery depth, but my lines are so furious, the mic should repent. I don't regret the fact I'm no longer selling crack. Shows where my head is at, you'll never get that era back. Any man who chases the past can't adapt to the present or advance. These are actual facts, written elaborate, unlike the inadequate shit you've been hearing. I'm different, no comparison. My zone is immaculate, overflowing with talent and spilling realism emphatically in my narrative. Skill pay the bills and shield my seed for savages. In pursuit of happiness, we'll find out what sadness is.
Fire, tortured, even with water. You can't put me out, no. I'm on fire, burning up, true to the game, till I collapse, fire.
I'm from a youth off the roof to the booth, counting bars, counting rap stars, counting on ours. Endless sessions, slight transgressions, first impressions. I'm open to suggestions that will move forward to what I'm looking toward. The world so then embrace wasted. Demons, I faced it. Refuse to be what you choose to be. That's me, the free spirit. We steer it right here. I'm on fire when I choose to appear. To rules I don't adhere. That's limitations. Courtroom litigations. Sleep deprivations. The burn in sensations. It's third degree. Everything is word to me. Tell me what you heard, my G. The blaze still burns eternal. It's an inferno. Take notes in the journal. I gave you a jewel. It's much more than book learning and school. I'm 20 years in the game. And still putting it down the same.
I'm on fire, tortured, even with water. You can't put me out, no. I'm on fire, burning up, true to the game, till I collapse, yeah, fire.
Warning.
Fire, nigga. I'm on fire right now, fuck, nigga. I had the biggest comeback, nigga. Niggas thought it was over with for me, nigga. Y'all tried to count me out, nigga. I ain't forgot about that shit. Y'all niggas think I forgot, nigga. I ain't forgot about none of that shit. So I'm back with a chip on my fucking shoulder, nigga.
Wrote this with my eyes closed, or rose in Moscato. Intuition, inner visions flow from out the cosmos. Niggas ask me how I made it, I begin if I know. I just went with my soul, and the rest just follow. She's a good girl, fuck that bitch, I'd rather deal without her. Say no to cash app, I ain't tricking, bitch, you must be psycho. But I'm prone to lie though, just don't tell all my bros. I roll gelato in the Bronto, so I got the sky close. Damn, it's raining, grab my cane and pass my Prada poncho. The boots was leather with the tattoos, those the Randy Machos. Goggles, Ferragamo, condos big as Costco. I popped the rhino, then she swallowed like it's Mr. Sacco. Mirror, mirror, who's the illest? Please don't tell me I know. Mirror, mirror, who's the realest? Wait, don't tell me I know. Mirror, mirror, who's the rarest? Please don't tell me I know. Modern life like Rocco, but I still pray to Shango. Mirror, mirror, who's the illest? Please don't tell me I know. Mirror, mirror, who's the realest? Wait, don't tell me I know. Mirror, mirror, who's the rarest? Please don't tell me I know. I devour my goals, and that's word to Gaucho. Rebel, outlaw, reckless, vato, ghetto, desperado. Aim the Draco, eating tacos, take your breath like Tyclos. Adjacent to Van Gogh, I'm chasing my shadow. The pain is the shackle, embrace it for battle. In the gym for 7 weeks, I feel like Boris Kojo. I mean Cujo with a new hoe, sober watching Cuso. With my old hoe, I forgot I fuck my hoes in duos. Fofo throws in 2 hoes, loopholes Albert Pujols. That piece of coupon for designer, Gucci coat was 2-tone. School old Parasuco, shoot like Tony Kukoc. Good job, Samson, no Delilah, put that on my tombstone. Mirror, mirror, who's the illest? Please don't tell me I know. Mirror, mirror, who's the realest? Wait, don't tell me I know. Mirror, mirror, who's the rarest? Please don't tell me I know. I devour my goals, and that's word to Gauchos.